what?
You
Just
should
do
have
that,
started
and
it,
then I'll be like, "Hey, you guys, I think we're live."
We
Do
are.
it.
I just did it.
Oh,
Awesome.
really?
That's good. All right,
That's
we are on the air, live from Las Vegas. Take it away.
Alright, what's up, guys? Josh at JCN37.
That boy Lathan.
I don't know what my handle's anymore because I made a new
That's
one.
a good hot dog.
That's a good hot dog.
Oh boy, that's a good hot dog. At That's a good hot dog.
Yeah. Alright, guys, my name is Bronson. Follow me at Hawaiian Pyro 808.
And then you can follow us all at BS
Sportsnet.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
because I'm not part of
It's
this.
the
apparently.
Lord and Savior.
I'm Trevor.
All-
I'm
all
sometimes
down here.
here.
All down here if you need it.
I know you guys didn't see this guy last time, but he is actually officially part of our
See, he's
part of our thing.
right up there.
He's
Yeah, we're
he's actually
out
running the
of
picture.
order. I'm
By
supposed
the
to
way,
be between
we're,
them two,
yeah,
but I like this spot.
we're coming out of the home of WNBA star Sequoia Holmes. Okay, so
Sequoia is also the state tree of Utah. I don't know if that's a fact, but it sounds very smart. I'm gonna be really sad if that's a state tree in Nevada because I feel like I should know that already.
no, it's a Joshua tree.
See, okay,
It's just a Joshua.
So in other
that was
words,
a peace sign.
in other words, it's the bleep-tard tree.
Wait,
All
is
right.
it the rubber tree plant?
Okay.
No, that's
No,
the
I
one
think
that
that's
rolls
supposed to be
across
Oh,
the street.
shit.
That's my
bad.
state tree.
That's my.
Alright. Lathan, you want to kick this off?
Anyways, let's start this off with a kind of a unexpected trade, I think, for most of us that follow sports just a little bit. But the Kyrie Irving to Boston trade. So Kyrie Irving gets traded for Isaiah Thomas,
Ooh, she played for the Monarchs. Oh boy.
Ante Zizic,
Wait, did you look up that?
and some guy named Crowder and a first-round pick in 2018.
Wait.
Some guy named
Crowder got traded too?
Yeah,
Jay
oh,
Crowder.
shit, he did.
Right.
So
That's one.
I know.
who comes out on top in this trade? Who do you think gets the better end of this trade?
Up front, I think Cleveland.
You think so?
Up front, just this year. I think in the long run.
See, I have an opposite.
If we're talking
opinion
about
on that.
just a trade, then yeah.
If
think-
we're
think
talking about
maybe,
just this trade, I think that in the long run that the Celtics might actually make out better.
See,
'Cause
I think
they've been stocking up draft picks forever, and what's his name? I just spaced the name of the coach.
Oh, Brad Stevens.
Yeah, Brad Stevens. Hopefully it's the right one.
Yeah.
I think that's his
You know what? I'm actually
So
gonna,
it's not-
It's
one
that's
of many.
Sequoia Holmes' dad.
like I'm gonna agree with Alex on this one. I think the Celtics come on top of this.
No, he said the Cavs.
Oh, you
for
think the
this
Cavs?
first year, as far as being able to get back to the championship, because I feel, even though he just had that one breakout year last year,
Who, Kyrie?
Isaiah. It was his real big year last year.
Right.
I feel like he had a better. He doesn't have as good ball skills, but he has better scoring ability than Kyrie Irving did. But when LeBron got
in the
there,
next
That's what I
season,
disagree about.
If the Cavs end up getting Dwayne Wade, I think they still stay ahead of.
This is where this is where I disagree with the whole podcast because I think year one, Boston gets the better end of this trade.
Yes,
I
I think Boston gets the better.
I think that Kyrie goes and makes a bigger impact on that team than Isaiah
Yes.
Thomas does, and I think the gap gets closer together from the Cavs into Boston. I don't think the Cavs have a free ride to the finals this year.
honestly, it really depends on what's his name, the guy that just went there last year with Isaiah Thomas. Who did they pull in? Do you remember?
No, I
Where's
don't.
Roy? He knows.
what.
Can we get a phone a friend?
Crowder.
Jamal. No. Hold on. Let me look at the
We'll
Celtics
do a
roster.
50-50.
I don't know.
50-50 from the audience.
I don't.
We're
But
not live.
You can edit that then.
Gordon Hayward. It depends on his development, honestly.
and they got a good ass rookie too. The Boston did too.
Yeah.
Oh, who
Okay,
did they
just double
pick up?
checked. We are still recording this time.
Oh, you left the lens cap on.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait, you're
so-
too young to know what a
I
lens
don't know.
cap is.
See,
It didn't even come with one, and you still put one on. How'd you mess that up?
15 minutes.
We were
And then,
talking
like,
for like
it
15
was bad,
minutes.
dude. Like you forgot to hit.
No,
the
but this
ball.
pick is to me it's really interesting for a first round draft pick in 2018. That's kind of big.
Yeah.
Kinda big.
By the way, I don't think we really mentioned that he was going to be here last week, did we?
I think we did it the last.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
10
think I
minutes.
heard
Okay.
something about you.
I
all
couldn't
talking
No,
about
remember.
it, so.
I mentioned it
I
at the
know
last
he
10
introduced
minutes.
himself, but
He said he'll be here sometime.
guy
so-
who's not on social media, guy.
But,
I don't like
I think that's pretty good
stalkers.
for that topic. I don't
Sometimes
have much of
I
an
lie.
opinion on it.
I don't
like
It's
stalkers.
tough for me because it really depends
But I
on the
do
development
like
of the
chocolate
rest of the
cupcakes.
Celtics.
I don't really
do
watch
stalk
basketball,
me.
so I don't have
Because-
an opinion.
Cupcakes, bro.
I mean, they got the number 1 seed with Isaiah Thomas.
No icing.
And now you get Kyrie Irving, who in my opinion is an upgraded point guard over Isaiah Thomas. I think they keep the 1 seed.
I do too, but how is
Will
Isaiah
they
Thomas
beat?
going to
Will
be?
they beat the Cavs come playoff time? Probably not.
I don't think so. I think it
May-
may
I
be-
think their chances are better.
I think it may be 4-1 instead of 4-0.
I think their chances are better. I think they maybe get 4-2, maybe even 4-3 if they push it.
Actually, no, it was 4-1, wasn't it, before?
Yes,
Because they ended up not having a
Yeah.
streak when they got to the finals
but
and the Warriors.
I think I think the games are a little bit closer. I think that Kyrie is definitely an upgrade over Isaiah Thomas for that team. I think Isaiah kind of flourishes there because he has such a big target in
Yeah.
LeBron James,
Well, and here's the thing: is
and he's not so much a superstar like he was in the Celtics.
Basically, they're just competing to see who loses to the Warriors.
Pretty much.
So I mean, it's,
Yeah,
I think we can leave it at
it's
that.
really
it's
what
an,
it is.
It's an argument all for naught, basically.
I think
Yeah.
I
It's
think
like,
with, I think on that
we're
note-
gonna make the finals so we can lose to them. Ha! Take that.
I think on that note we can change the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good now.
Cue card,
All right.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess with that, going into that as well, with the Cavs still online, Dwayne
I
Wade
told you, do when we started.
possibly moving over to the Cavs. It hasn't been finalized yet. I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around that that Dwayne Wade does go to the Cavs. I guess for the most part, I just kind of want to brush up on this topic of like what do you think is his impact on the Cavs? You know what I mean? With losing Kyrie, but gaining.
I don't think-
I think if Dwayne Wade hooks back up with
I
LeBron,
think
they're
he
going
comes
to
off the
go.
bench as a ball
pretty far.
distributor.
I don't think he starts. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he comes off the bench, maybe moves the ball around, gives you an opportunity for a couple of scoring.
And the thing
plays.
is Isaiah Thomas could really develop between LeBron James and Wade
absolutely.
being there,
Yeah.
especially with Wade because I think they play the same position, right? They're both point guards, not scoring guards.
No, I think Wade's a small forward or shooting guard. I don't think he plays point. He might in Miami right now
He's not in Miami; he's in Chicago.
or in Chicago. No, because their point was Rondo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he doesn't play
Okay,
point. He plays.
but- I'm sure he still has plenty of stuff to talk to him about.
No, absolutely. He
But-
knows how to score. He knows how to move the ball.
And he knows how to share with LeBron James, because
Yeah.
apparently it's difficult because Kyrie Irving was.
Well, Kyrie thinks he's better than he is. I mean, Kyrie's an incredible player, but
Yeah, I don't.
you're
think
on the
he's
team.
quite
You're
a
on the team
superstar
with
yet.
the best
Well,
player
the thing
in
is
basketball.
is this year he dudded out in the playoffs.
Kyrie?
He didn't show up when he needed to.
Yeah, but Kyrie bailed LeBron James out last year. So
Yeah. But
So-
but LeBron James still put up good points, but Kyrie just hit the one
he
shot.
hit the clutch shots. Yeah, absolutely.
But that's the thing is I mean, if you're going to be that good in the playoffs, you got to be pretty consistent with it.
right.
Yeah.
I know we've
I
only
agree.
had a few years, and he's had LeBron James' help. But last year, when they played the Warriors and they had to step up to the Warriors' level,
Kyrie did.
Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, Thompson was flat. Everybody.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
LeBron James was still scoring like LeBron James because that's what he's going to do.
Oh yeah, he's
'Cause
gonna
he's
put
LeBron
points, of
James.
course.
But
But back to Dwayne
if I
Wade.
say it enough, I wonder if he'll
Back
give
to
me money.
Dwayne Wade. Does he help that team? Yeah, a little bit. I
think
don't think he makes as big of an impact as people think. He's older.
he
He
is.
can't score like he used to.
on the
But,
floor.
I mean, you're with LeBron. He makes everybody's production better.
Yeah, I don't know. On the floor, I don't think he makes much of a difference as
Off
far
the
as
bench.
as far as helping teammates out become better
Oh.
players.
And
I
yeah.
think it's going to be huge impact.
I think he's probably
he's
an
almost
upgrade.
going to be a half coach, half
I think
player.
he's probably an upgrade for some of their bench players, but
well, because what
That's
they're
about
talking
it.
about is they might even have to trade a player. What they're talking about with the Bulls, from what I heard, is that it's going to be some type of buyout for his contract.
Mhm.
So the Bulls basically just get money, and then
Right.
they give him a minimum veterans contract. So they're not paying very much money.
you might as
They
well
don't have to get rid of any players.
Right. Oh yeah,
So
it's a good pickup.
and with that and Isaiah Thomas, that's why I'm saying this year Cavs would come out on top.
If they get Dwayne Wade, yes.
if they get
I
Dwayne
agree.
Wade,
If
yeah.
they get Dwayne Wade, yes. Without Dwayne Wade, I don't think so. I think they probably still squeeze by in the playoffs, like you said, lose to the Warriors, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
The Warriors are different.
Yeah,
monster.
they're different
I'm
animals.
not even gonna go there. You got your Bortles.
Yeah, that's not
I have no idea. I'm not finding anything about Bortles.
You want
other
us
than
to
he
help
threw
you?
almost 4,000 yards last season, 23 touchdowns and 16 picks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, basically what
That's a
happened.
lot of
Whoa.
picks.
Yeah.
That's an insane amount of picks, dude.
And not a lot of touchdown passes. For how many yards?
Almost
That's not a
4,000.
lot of touchdown passes.
He basically averaged.
Well, you got to
an
think they
interception
probably
a game.
got pinned in the back of their own territory a lot. Because they're
Oh, and I guess earlier
defense is
in his game,
pretty good.
he purposely didn't tackle somebody. He threw a pick to. Just let him go.
From what I heard is he's going to be benched for Henny.
Yep.
There's a video of their joint practice with my Tampa Bay Bucks where he overthrew. I really don't care, honestly.
I was just confused. What that was.
Where he overthrew Allen Robinson when Allen Robinson got open on the corner. I think it was against Ryan Smith, our third string cornerback, and it was just an out route to the sideline, and Allen Robinson was right there for the catch. He was wide open, and he just way overthrew him.
Is that when he said, "Man, keep that crap in bounds"?
Yeah, he said,
Okay.
keep
Oh,
that
yeah, he was
bleeping.
frustrated. Yeah.
He used other words that I don't know if I'm even allowed to say.
Rules are liquid.
Those are
They're
meant
meant to be broken. What? Well, I was going to go more like fluid, but you know what? There's natural saying.
for
Rules are meant
some
to be
reason-
broken.
there's fluidity.
For some reason, I that's where I thought it was going. It was like, it's like rules.
You had me at rules are.
and it just
And then
flows
I was
and
just
stuff.
like-
And then you said liquid.
I was like
wait.
here with you.
Think about it.
I was like here with you, and then you just
Okay.
kept going, and I just
thought
fell
about
off.
it, and then you still jumped off. You're like, that's a pretty high clip.
No.
Let me just.
What it is, I
oh,
jumped
yeah.
off, and then I thought about it. And then I hit the ground. But we can continue.
Wait, you said he's getting replaced by Henny?
Henny.
I think that
Chad
he's-
Henny.
Chad
He's
Henny.
still in the league?
Chad
Yeah.
Henny.
Is he,
And apparently he's playing better than Bortles.
Was he? Check it out. Is he 39 or 40? I think, right?
And he's playing better than Bortles.
Yeah.
How?
The Jaguars GM just came out today. I just saw something before we started that
I saw that
they're
too,
talking about. He's open to bringing in Kaepernick, so we might have to talk about him again.
No, we're not.
No, we are no.
No,
not-
we'll just have to mention that he got signed.
Well, he hasn't yet. So.
We're not going down that road again.
He's not that old. Chad
32.
Henny is only 32.
Really?
He came in the league young.
Oh, he. Yeah,
Well,
he must
man,
have.
if you think maybe if he came into the league maybe 22, he's only
even if
been
he
in the
was
league
20,
2 years.
it's 12 years. Because that's 2 years in college.
Exactly. So if he comes in, if you finishes out college, he comes in the league at 22, and then it's been 10
I
years.
just feel like
now.
he's been there forever.
He had
That's
to be.
true.
He had to be in
He's been on
college
what,
for 3
16
years
years?
because I know the NFL. You have to be out of high school for 3 years or 4 years before you're allowed to play in the NFL.
That's one of the newer rules. When he came in, that might not have been the case.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
As far as I remember, I don't know.
No, but yeah, it does feel like he's been in the league for a minute. But to lose your job to him,
Yeah. Speaking of jobs, though, Roger Goodell's about to sign a 5-year extension.
yeah.
And the thing is, you know what's scary? Is the owners have to approve it. And he's this close. But I found out, doing some research, that
That's hella crazy.
in 2013-2014 season, he was making 50-something million. I forget the exact number. 2014 season, he made 34. Or sorry, I think it was 46. Somewhere between 40 and 50 million for 2013. Then 2014, it took a huge hit to 34. And 2015 was 31 million. I don't think his numbers have been released for last year yet. But this they haven't released the numbers for this contract. They're looking at, I don't know, jeez, it'd be all the way through 2024 because his current one's not even up till 2029 or 2019.
Oh.
Are we still talking about Henny?
No, we're talking about Goodell.
Who?
Goodell.
Goodell,
Roger Goodell. He's about to
the
get a 5-year
commish.
extension.
Oh, okay.
The owners have to approve it, and the owners are just toying with the league, and they really don't. Because everybody's like, oh, well, you know, like when we talked about last week, actually, I think I said it, that the Ravens sent out the thing about Kaepernick and all of the stuff, whether the Ravens should sign him or not. And I think that might have been the GM. I don't know if it was the owner. But the owners have to approve it, and they're this close. I tried to look up the majority and see how much.
They're not gonna release that yet.
Yeah, I know they're not gonna release that, but I tried to look it up. I don't know how much of a majority he needs. I don't know if he just needs one vote over 50.
I just think it's. The thing with Goodell is I don't think that owners have a problem with him. I think the people that have a problem with it are the fans. Look at the drafts.
Right.
He comes out to announce a pick, and
that's
they boo
that's what
him.
I'm saying.
every
Is the
time.
owners don't give a crap about us whether
Exactly.
we're going to protest or not because we're all going to watch anyway.
Because at the end of the day, they're all making millions and millions of dollars.
I follow a
and
Tampa,
we're still paying for football.
I follow a Tampa Bay group on Facebook, and this dude posted a picture, and it was it said all my friends protest the NFL.
They have what?
He said they have what?
Okay, wait. We're kind of doing a podcast here.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
okay.
bad, man.
It's okay.
I'm just distracting him with.
You're just being liquid.
a little bit gaseous, but not liquid.
A little bit of solid.
What was I even saying?
No solid yet.
Something about Ravens and Goodell.
No, we've been past that, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was a good thought.
He's
oh,
not
no.
even paying
There was-
attention,
there
and
was-
he's not even paying attention himself. What a
No,
dingus.
there was this picture that this guy posted and it said, all my friends protest the NFL until someone signs Colin Kaepernick. And then it said, and then he put as his caption, it was a black man. He put as his caption on the thing, it said, if they banned every black man from the NFL, I would still watch that shit. I mean, obviously there's people that aren't that extreme, and that would be really stupid to ban black people because the quality of the sport would go way down.
Yeah. All the best players are.
That's like 90% of the league.
Yeah.
As much as you don't want to involve race and stuff, look at sports. They're just way better.
They are.
I'm not.
I mean,
it's
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
they're-
You're not wrong.
It's been
better-
proven. It's
they're
not like
better
I'm just making
specimens.
this up.
They have really better specimens.
They have bigger.
Yeah.
They have
Next.
bigger.
I filled in the blank there.
Biceps.
I got
Yes.
you.
Look.
Yes.
Oh, I
See?
will next.
But yeah, and I saw that and I was just like, that's why the owners don't care.
No, they don't.
They don't care who they sign, who they
See,
don't sign.
See, the thing is with the
It's all a
owners-
game. They don't care who's the NFL commissioner unless
exactly,
they're getting
because-
cracked on. But Robert Kraft might be the only person that votes against him.
See, the thing with the owners is that they don't care because they haven't felt a hit in their sales. People
Yeah.
are still going to go to
Well,
the
actually,
games.
the NFL sales have been going down.
Yeah, but
the
not
thing
enough to
is-
where it's concerning.
Well, the thing is they just take more money
Oh.
and leave
Exactly,
the lesser
yeah.
part to the
Well,
players.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's not where it's concerning for them. They're not gonna take a hit, so they don't give.
Yeah, they just
They
take a
don't.
bigger
They don't
percentage.
care. Yeah, they don't care who the commissioner is because at the end of the day, they're gonna make their money, regardless of people booing him at drafts, regardless of people protesting him. People still watch football. People
Yeah, it was
still
like,
go to
did you
football
think
games.
about it? People are booing at the draft. That means there's people there.
Exactly.
It gets louder every year.
People go there just to
I mean-
boo him
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Roger Goodell's gonna be there. Let me go pay all this money to fly out to
and boo him.
to Chicago or Detroit or wherever.
Or
they
New
have
York,
it.
wherever they have it. Yeah, Chicago.
I think they switched it around.
It does.
And
Yeah.
then
But-
just straight
but-
up, boo this man.
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Cowboys and Patriots stuff. You're biased against
Yeah,
us.
and the funny thing
Boo!
is they'll boo him, and then he'll announce the pick, and then it's just completely changed. All the fans of that team are like, "Yeah, we got the player we
You
want."
mean the Browns fans? Sorry, Browns fans.
That's the only thing you guys get to cheer for. I understand. I understand.
You got to make a good pick at some point.
I understand that that's the only thing you get to cheer for is your draft picks because come season time, you don't
Look,
win games.
I mean,
The
the
Browns
fact
fans,
that you got rid of Terrell Pryor and brought in Brock Osweiler pretty much sums up the
the
situation.
Browns
for me.
fans are the same as the
Yeah,
Lakers
right.
fans this season. This season, they were cheering and acting like the summer league was the NBA championships.
I
Like they
know.
were. It was crazy.
Yeah,
that's all they get to cheer for. They
Yeah,
want
That's what
That's what
happens
they
now
do.
that Michael Jackson.
Magic Johnson.
Oh my
Wait.
gosh!
I
Why
think
did
you're thinking
Michael
Magic
Jackson all
Johnson.
of a
I
sudden
am
follow
Jesus.
his
I'm
word?
bringing people back from the dead.
Nick.
Oh,
Magic
man.
Johnson. Is that where you're going with
Yes,
that? Alright.
I'm surprised I didn't. Oh my gosh!
It's okay,
I
man.
think I was
You
actually going to
called
say
the
Michael
Trevor.
Jordan, and I'm like, oh no, it's Johnson, and my mouth was like, Jackson. Oh, yoy.
Yeah, Sorry, you Browns fans, but that's
you
what
guys know it's
that's
true.
what you're doing.
That's your
I
fault.
honestly, I
Even
do.
though
I
it's
really do feel bad for you because Tampa was there for a while. Every year I'm like, oh boy, we might have a team,
Hey,
and then
the
like,
Dolphins
oh
were there for a
boy,
while too.
we
were
really
only
suck
winning
anyway.
two
And
games.
then
Hear me out,
we
boys.
have a quarterback that takes the wrong
Listen.
drug and then blames our doctors.
In my era of being a Packers fan, in my 21 years of life, we've had one bad season.
Yeah.
4-12.
Yeah, you can sit
and
back.
I remember it very well because I was
You
pissed. I'm like,
Sit
we're
back
four.
there.
We were Brett Favre's our
Hey,
quarterback, and we're 4-12.
At least you can remember it. There's so many, I don't remember them individually.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Dolphins haven't. Since I've been alive, the Dolphins have made the playoffs 3 times.
Oh, but his team, you're Vikings, right?
It's my family's team, but I know Oakland's supposed
Blair
to be
Walsh.
coming here.
Yeah.
The Raiders all start repping them just because it's Vegas.
Well,
That's
Blair
all
Walsh.
it is.
Yeah.
How-
Yeah!
I like Homeland.
How do you think Teddy Bridgewater's going to do? Is he coming back yet?
No,
or
I
no?
don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're going to give him more time to rest, and I think that they move
Wait
forward.
till
with-
next year and just
They move
get more
forward with
picks?
Bradford.
I want to see
But
how.
I don't know if
I
Teddy.
wanna-
My thing is, I don't know if Teddy is even worth it for him to come back to football at that point. If his injury is that severe to where he has to miss not 1 but 2 seasons, is it worth risking coming
What
back?
injury did he have?
He tore his ACL or
he
something
blew
like
out
that.
his knee
He
bad.
like tore
I
his
just-
ACL, MCL, something like he fucked up his knee. So is it worth him coming back?
Yeah, at this point, is it really worth him coming back? Because, I mean, one
But
solid hit to his knee again.
My
I don't think you
and-
ride with Sam Bradford though.
My-
I do not think that's your quarterback. That's not your franchise
They
quarterback.
need to trade him out for Sam Darnold this year. Maybe he'll do something.
Nah, like, go with the T-ball option.
I know they finally need him and he's not on the board anymore.
No.
Although he's in the fantasy draft.
He was in the fantasy draft.
Yeah.
That's what confused me. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, why is T-ball?
Oh boy, I should have picked him and seen if it said 3 home runs.
For some reason,
Hey, how
he
is he
scores
doing over
like
there?
19
I've
points.
heard he's doing pretty good in
Well,
this league.
I saw one video where he came up to a kid. I think it was
yeah,
like
there's
cerebral
like-
palsy or some type
He
of
had some sort of
disorder. And he came over and talked to the kid or whatever. And he might have given him something. I'm not 100% sure, but he was in the batter's box left. Came over, talked to him. The mom goes, "He's gonna hit a home run." Sure enough, bam, 3-run home run. And I was listening to a radio, and the guy goes, "I think this man is Jesus." He's like, when you watch this video, all I think is this man is Jesus.
That boy's thick, bro. He could really whack the
Boy posting bikini pics on the fucking.
Oh,
He's up
My
on.
new
He's up on.
bikini.
He's up on his counter,
See, but the thing is, Tim Tebow has always had a baseball throwing motion.
yeah.
and he's
He's
left-handed.
always had a baseball throwing motion. When he threw a football, he threw it like a
He
baseball.
would bring it all the way back,
He threw it like a baseball.
and then
Why do you think it looked like
chuck it
this?
forward.
He threw it like a baseball. So he's in the
Instead
right.
of a-
He's in the right sport.
Instead of a nice spiral, it was kind of just.
Hey, but he did beat the
boy.
Broncos. He did beat the Steelers in the
Yeah.
playoffs with 1 throw.
With one throw.
That's all it says.
I know you know what I'm talking about too. And it was like a 5-yard cross, like quick slant.
I know.
He just hits him on the run, and,
that
the guy
was-
just gone.
And Demarius Thomas was, I think it was him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just like, and he
Took it to
outran
the house.
everybody.
Took
He
it-
outran Ryan. They
And,
still had Ryan Clark
and then
at that time, right?
and Skip Bayless says, "Yeah, I was right about Tim Tebow." Like
Then the next week,
threw a
the
10-yard
Broncos lost.
cross,
Like he
whatever.
threw a quick slant, and the dude ran 80 yards.
Well,
Like,
and
that's
then-
not Tim Tebow.
Oh my god!
Winning the Broncos that
Skip
game.
Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. The thing I
Abysmal.
which is his fantasy team, by the way.
Yeah. His fantasy team's name Abysmal. That's great.
I would love to say mine, but I might piss somebody off. So my team's name is Stereotypes Are Awesome.
Jay Clutchler. Woo woo.
I don't even remember what
Are you
mine
his
was.
little brother, Jay
Dudes who
Clutchler?
dig chicks.
I think mine's one was Goofy Goober.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I should have named mine Doodleball. We should have SpongeBob references. Wait, where's the pencil?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I threw it in
I
here.
like tried to
It's
hold
right there.
Nathan's hand.
I have a pen. Nahoy, nahoy, nahoy.
Sound like a sailor. Ahoy!
Hey, since we're
No,
It's
a
a
drunk
drunk
pirate.
sailor. Drunk sailor.
y'all can shut up.
It's a freaking pirate!
Y'all can shut up. Alright, since we're off topic anyway, I found out other news about the Canes that's opening up in the Mercedes
They have
Stadium.
another
You
hot
mean
crazy chick that
Chick-fil-A.
you're gonna get the number
Did I
of.
say Canes?
Yeah.
I
You said
meant
Canes.
Chick-fil-A.
That's why I said they have
Chick-fil-A.
another hot chick that
What,
chick
in
crazy that
Vegas?
you're gonna get the number of.
No,
No,
not
no,
yet.
in Atlanta
It's
Stadium.
it's
Yeah.
in a NFL stadium that plays on the majority of the games is Sundays.
Sunday.
And they
Sundays.
Chick-fil-A
Atlanta fans or Falcon fans will only get to eat there one single time during the Falcons
Chick-fil-A.
during the Falcons
Why?
season. But they will have a few NCAA games
You're
that
right.
will be played there, and the fans of Atlanta's MLS team, they'll get to eat
My
because their
que-
games are not on Sunday.
You mean Chick-fil-A? My question
same
is,
thing.
I don't
Wow.
Fried
understand
chicken.
why.
It's the same thing.
Why you bring a Chick-fil-A to a football stadium if they're not open on Sundays?
Because the MLS team, they have all their games. I think there's more MLS games, and they make more money.
That's stupid.
It is.
Just build one across the street or something.
Okay,
Like
does it still follow their building code where none of their windows face the sun, either east or west?
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
Josh,
They
this is
don't
why you're
want. They
punked.
don't. They literally build their buildings specifically so that the windows will not let sun in.
It's indoors.
During.
It's indoors.
Okay, so it's farther in. There's no windows that will come in while the sun is rising or setting. Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
That is true. They specifically have their buildings set up to where the sunlight will not get in people's eyes while they eat there.
I don't know that one
That's some
that I
good
did
people.
in.
I want a Chick-fil-A taste
uh,
I guess.
See, this is
I almost
what we
said-
needed Trevor for.
I'm out
Those
of. I almost said
useless ass
Georgia.
facts.
instead.
Nobody would ever shout him out.
Chick-fil-A.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we be.
I'm the
talking
random
about
fact
something
guy.
random.
That's
All right,
what
let's
I do.
let's reel it back in, boys.
Yes.
Let's
Alright.
reel it
I
back
was
in.
like,
It's delicious, by the way. I
because we're
enjoy
off topic.
sponsorships.
No, let's reel it
Saying-
back in. Let's kick it over to Josh's next topic.
My next topic is the John Jones taking anabolic steroids.
No,
Wait, why not?
This
Why
is
we-
what
UFC
I
in the middle
want
of football
to
is
talk
good.
about.
Wait, I'm just kind of
Alright.
confused on why we're like in
Or-
the middle of the NFL and then all of a sudden we jump to
Because
like.
this
MMA.
is what I want to talk
Because
about.
We're
Because
talking about
this is what my-
fight
This
chickens.
is
Jay
hot.
has steroids.
It's
We're
because this
talking
is
about
what my
steroids.
cue card says.
This is the bleeping bull bleep sports network.
We do what we want.
The bleeping-
We do what we want.
It's
Listen,
not really
I threw
bleep,
it,
there's
I
other
threw it to
words,
Josh because this is
but
what I
bleep
want to talk
substitutes
about.
that.
We're using bleep,
Either
so I don't
way-
have to stay up for 5 hours bleeping every bleeping word.
We're talking about this because
I am down for this bleeping
And the funny thing
conversation.
is, the first bleeping wasn't a bleep
Bleep,
word.
bleep, 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 bleep.
Listen, this is what I want to talk about, so we're talking about it.
Go ahead.
This is
John
the,
Jones.
this,
Let's go.
in my opinion, is almost the hottest topic in sports right now,
Other than Kyrie.
other than Kyrie and maybe the Conor McGregor fight. But
I
That's
didn't
happening-
even mention that
that's
for
happening
tonight
tomorrow.
because all day on sports radio the last 3 days, that's all I hear. Everybody's, I'm
Right.
in Vegas, I'm ready to party and watch Conor McGregor. And half these hosts before were like, oh man, this is just gonna be a sideshow, it's just for money. Now they're in there like, boy, yeah, now that I'm in the atmosphere, I can't wait for this. I was like, pick us high.
All right, well, you want to quickly
Money.
touch on that real?
I do.
He wants to go
I
for
think.
I'm
Like
saying,
how,
McGregor?
man? No.
or
Let's,
just-
let's
okay.
go back to John Jones.
You are a smart man, sir. I'm sweating.
It's a little warm in here, but John Jones.
That is very slick corporate coverage right there.
John
You don't know
Jones.
what
We're
he's
talking.
drinking.
It's mysterious red bottle of dark fluid. Oh no.
Sir, what can you possibly be drinking? What
A
mysterious
greater health
liquid is that?
potion.
Dr.
Like-
Cola.
Are you like trying to turn around so
Trying
that
to find the
you
Hey,
lid.
Dr. Cola's a
It
brand. You can't say
disappeared.
that.
Is it? I thought it was
Pretty
Dr.
sure.
I thought it was Dr.
There's a brand called Dr. Cola
Oh,
out there.
God.
Okay, it's a
damn it.
Mr.
Sponsor
Soda.
us.
It's a
Sponsor
Mr.
us.
Soda.
Give me money. I promise I won't buy
Hey,
some
I
weird
got you,
things.
man. I got you.
Just rip it off.
Anyways,
I need the lid.
We don't know what it is.
No,
So-
that's what I've been looking for.
fuck the lid, bro.
There was
No!
lid.
Bleep the lid.
Bleep the lid.
Listen.
I got it.
No,
Oh,
you
what the
have
hell?
to screw the lid. We can
It's a
say
part
that
of the
because we technically
bone.
Screw it.
How do you take this off?
Here.
Just put the lid on it and give it to me.
This is funny.
Jesus
can't believe, like,
Christ.
part of our broadcast
Well, there goes. Okay.
is us arguing over like finding.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
bottle
John
lids
Jones.
You know
and-
what?
We're talking about the pound for pound best fighter to ever fight. He's hands down the best fighter to ever fight.
He's like for a ball of
What
just
if
happened?
we bring the balls back out? I got one or two. What are you doing?
You're being a dummy.
Anyway, we're talking about the pound for pound best fighter to ever do it. John Jones has not lost a fight in the UFC, correct?
I don't know.
Correct.
I think he's lost.
Correct.
Right.
He has
That
not
was
lost
a
a fight in the
rhetorical
UFC.
question.
John Jones is also the only man to beat Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, but
Cormier.
under what
Cormier.
circumstances?
Cormier.
Cormier.
Hey, boy.
I mean,
Cormier.
the first time
He's
he
only
just
been on drugs both times.
No, the first time he just dismantled Cormier. This time he's on steroids, but he still would beat Cormier off steroids. We don't know if it hasn't actually been proven that he's on steroids. It's just most likely that he is. They also don't know what their course of action is going to be, if they're going to strip him of their title, which
so
they have to.
From what I'm seeing is that, you know, John Jones, you know, he needed the steroids in order to beat Cormier.
I don't think so. I
Like
disagree.
it's
Was he on
horrible.
him the first time they fought?
No.
If
The
that
first time was
if
clean.
that was
The first time
if
was
that
clean.
was the case,
The first time he was on cocaine.
well, I mean, see,
He was clean. He was just on
like-
cocaine.
He didn't have any
Totally
performance
clean,
enhancing
bro.
drugs.
Yeah,
Repping
that
the
was
He was just on coke.
enhancer performance.
He didn't have
I
anything to
can
enhance.
say,
He was
wait,
just on coke.
I
Two
wasn't
hours
just
longer.
drinking that at all.
He was just on coke.
no, I mean, like really think about it. Really think about it. You- I mean,
Wait, is that brand name issue too?
wait, was
Cocaine.
he
No,
on
he's-
coke during the fight?
He had, according to John Jones,
Nobody heard anything. He said he was on coke. I said that was not what I was just drinking.
according to
Okay,
John
so
Jones, John Jones says this might just be him talking out of his ass
Right,
because
right,
it's
right,
to
right.
piss Cormier off. But
Right.
he told Cormier that he did a weekend of coke the weekend before their fight and then came and beat his ass. So according to John Jones, he did coke the weekend before and then came and beat Cormier. So
Right. I mean,
I don't think he was actually on coke when they fought though, because obviously the same thing would happen. He would have tested positive for drugs and they would have stripped his belt, which might have happened shortly after.
well, I mean, it still takes the UFC some time to drug test the guy after the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not gonna just immediately drug test the guy because
Which they should.
which they probably should. You know what I mean? Because
Before
if
the
like
fight.
if I'm talking about like, you know, I mean, it's one thing if you're gonna beat a guy sober and clean. You know what I mean?
Right.
It means another thing if you're gonna beet the guy without steroids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
Like in all honesty, I mean, did they really test him
What is this?
for you know, for the steroids and the
Brand
coke
name
and whatnot?
No, but
Like,
like-
see, for me personally wise, I think
apple soda.
I think Cormier is a really good fighter.
yeah, no doubt.
Hands down, he's a
The
good
second
fighter.
best light heavyweight to
Yes,
ever do it. It's
yes,
the second best behind John
alcoholic
Jones.
Right. And I'm saying, like, you know
It's
what
a
I mean?
fermented apple
It's
soda.
a
Like,
wager.
Where do we really stand with this whole John Jones?
I think this brings
and
into
drugs.
I
you
think
know
this
what
brings
mean?
in
I'm
a
sorry,
bigger
but
bigger
DJ is a sport.
It's
problem
a
with the
Mexicano
UFC,
wager.
which is when is enough is enough where they need to start drug testing sooner, because
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
not the first time
Yeah.
where someone has fought
Yeah.
and then
I think for
tested
sports,
positive for
like
steroids. Brock
UFC
Lesnar.
and
Brock
sport,
Lesnar.
any combat sports, I think they should be tested.
Not only
And did
combat
you see
sports,
that
all
right,
sports.
right after he
Yeah.
won?
No, I'm saying
John Jones wanted to fight Brock
specifically-
Lesnar. That's probably why he was on drugs.
Specifically
Like, see,
talking
combat
about
sports.
combat
They
sports,
both trade drugs
they
and
should
then
be
fight each other.
they should be tested a week before the fight, the day of the weigh-in, which is usually a day or two before
see,
the
no, no,
fight.
They were
it's
tested. I think it was
The
a week or
problem
two
with
before
this-
the fight, and the results just came out earlier.
See,
this
that's
week.
that's the problem. The problem with drug tests like that, the extensive drug tests that they do, is it takes time. So
because
the
these
problem
cards
with that.
usually come out months in advance.
So no, that's
as
another
soon
thing.
as the
Can
card
you-
comes out, drug test.
No, but
them.
you can't really prevent something like this in this because so say they drug test him a month before, right? He's not on steroids. He comes out clean. It takes the test however long, right? Then he takes the steroids and they might not have a drug. They take another drug test, but this drug test might not come back until after the fight.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
So
what-
then so let's say because he has to hit his weight cut, and then he takes steroids day of fight. Okay,
Yeah,
to bulk
yeah.
back up or get his weight back up. they can't really prevent that.
I say you test them a few times because then.
But it takes time.
I know it does, but if
Especially because his steroid is like a secondary
As soon as the
steroid.
card comes out,
Can
test
you-
them a week
can-
before, test them the day of the weigh-in, and test them immediately after the fight.
That's the thing, though.
no,
they
test
can't.
them immediately before.
No, that's the thing, though. It's
Before and after.
is he's not gonna pop dirty if they test him day of fight. He's gonna go
There's
fight,
some stuff that
and
takes
then the
time
test is
for
gonna
your
come back dirty,
body
and like
to-
I
did
know,
in this case.
but my assumption is that if you test them a month before, 2 weeks before,
A
the
week
day before,
right, right.
the morning of, if you keep doing it, they're less likely to take it because they're like,
Well,
crap. Like,
Look
yeah,
at John Jones. Does that really work?
No,
Yeah,
but
I
there's
know,
still
but they
people
only
that
had
know
one
they're
test
going
that
to get
came out of
drug
the
tested.
fight.
How
and
long
they still
before
do
John
it.
Jones just gets kicked
Well,
out?
This
he has
is
up
gonna
to a
carry a
full-
4-year suspension.
Well, it's a max, but yeah,
In
Dana's
all
not
honesty,
happy.
I know he's not.
In all honesty,
He just beat
for
you. Just
me wise.
you bring John Jones back, and
Or-
he beats your
Actually, I
second.
can't remember. It was a max or minimum. Can you look that up?
See, listen, no, but Dana White's pissed. You bring in John Jones, and he beats your second best. We'll call him best light heavyweight fighter to ever do it, besides John Jones. Those are your two best light heavyweight fighters. They fight. Cormier loses his title to a guy who now pops dirty for drugs, and now is facing his
don't
title
know.
getting pulled again.
Forrest Griffin was pretty fun to watch.
But he was not anywhere close to
Oh
on
no,
Cormier.
I'm just saying. I thought he was fun.
In
to
terms of
watch.
entertainment,
That's how old I am.
in terms of entertainment, Cormier is definitely not an entertaining fighter.
That's how old I am. I watched.
yeah,
I watched Stephen Bonner versus what's his name, Forrest Griffin.
Oh no, yeah.
On
yeah.
on Tough One.
But
Let's
you
see,
you bring
was it
in
one or
John
two?
you bring in John Jones, and he beat your best light heavyweight fighter only to get his title stripped the second time
Yeah.
and suspended for
Right.
maybe 4 years.
You know what
See,
he needs
like
to do?
I'm saying.
He just needs to start.
What was I looking?
John Jones' suspension.
I'm not finding.
Like
He's facing
The
a 4-year
whole-
suspension.
There
the
you go.
whole thing is, I mean, even if you test them the day of or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, with the cocaine thing, you know what I mean? He could have done it right before the fight, and you know
Right.
a lot of times, you know what I mean? You hear effects about like cocaine and stuff like that. Like people don't feel nothing. You know what I mean? Like there's been stories or there have been accounts where like people would take a large amounts of cocaine and put themselves
So-
through like jump off a cliff and
Right,
stuff like that
and
and land
survive.
and
Yeah.
still survive it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You know-
So that's what I'm saying. It's
So,
like it's one of those things where if he does test positive for cocaine, you know what I mean? If he is testing positive for these enhancing drugs and whatnot, now you're showing that hey, I can't beat somebody unless I'm on this.
According to John
know what I
Jones, they were sexual enhancement pills, and that's why he tested positive.
He's just
I'm
covering
sorry,
his
but
own
what
No, he just
gas
covered up.
station will sell something that has it?
And
No,
who
yeah.
wouldn't
Okay,
recognize him?
I'm not
See,
asking
like,
because
that's
that's rhetorical.
but-
I'm pretty sure I want to go to those
But the
gas
thing with that
stations.
is, even if he covers
He's
his ass
a
with that,
millionaire.
he
He's
is
not going
a-
to gas stations.
he is a professional fighter. Him and his team
performance enhancement
should not take anything
I
that
would
would
see them at
compromise
gas
him
stations.
failing a
Don't
drug
go to the
test.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've got the solution. They need to start what's called the JUCFL, the Juiced Up Cage Fighting League. And the first fight,
I
will be
like that.
John
No,
Jones,
no.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. That's the first fight.
I like
You
that.
didn't have to have a fight for another 2 years. That'll be.
But see,
I
now-
will juice up
but
just to be
here's-
in there.
We kind of got that. It's called the WWE, but they're not actually fighting.
But now this,
that's not.
now with this
No,
does
that's a juiced up acting
that's Basement Boys soap operas.
but with this does, let's say John Jones gets his title stripped. Do they give it back to Cormier since technically John Jones didn't win that fight in a fair manner, or do they
they'll
have
probably-
an interim champ again?
I think they'll
They should
have.
give it back to Cormier.
I would
I
say
think
so.
they'll have Cormier fight somebody.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think that they'll give him a title. It'll be a title fight. They're not just gonna give it back to.
No, they're gonna.
Yeah,
it's
nah.
gonna be an open like an
And
open
then- and
vacated
that's-
belt.
and
like
that's the
when
sad
what's
part
his
to me.
name?
Connor.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really the sad part to me is because, like I said,
That fight
I mean-
broke Cormier too.
yeah, and you could see it in Cormier's eyes, dude.
Yeah.
Like it really got to him. You know what I mean? And no, he is a good fighter. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
The
not the
second
most,
best light heavyweight.
maybe not the most entertaining
I'm still on the JUCFL
fighter.
board.
Maybe not the most
I
entertaining
like
fighter.
it. That's
I
a
mean,
good
one of my
idea.
favorite fighters.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fighters was
While we're at
Leo
it,
Machida,
Machida.
and he wasn't even the most showiest fighter
Oh,
ever.
but he would
He
not.
wasn't even
But-
really cut. He was.
Yeah,
He almost looked like the chunky.
See,
well,
I
not
was
chunky, but he
my
looked-
favorite
he
fighter
looked
was
like
GSP, and he wasn't one of the most
yeah,
entertaining fighters either.
Yeah, he wasn't
I loved
entertaining
him,
either.
but then all
But-
that drug controversy.
But like I said, the
stuff.
sad thing about
my
it
favorite
is
fighters never had any
Anderson
type.
Silva.
Oh, you know what?
No.
I'm my favorite.
Oh,
I-
Uriah Faber.
Uriah Faber.
I
He's,
like Matt
He's never
Hughes.
had any.
Did you guys hear he got
scandals.
hit by a train?
Whoa.
Yeah, he just came out of a coma. I
Yeah,
think.
I heard about
Oh,
that. He,
Matt Hughes was exciting to watch, man. He
No,
would
yeah.
pummel. And
Anderson
one of-
Silva was exciting to watch.
Yeah, I didn't care for him.
I loved Anderson Silva.
was it? Oh, Anderson Silva's the cocky one, right?
One
He
of
one
them.
who's always
became
like-
cocky, yes.
Yeah,
In the beginning, I like
I hate that
Anderson.
guy.
I like early Anderson Silva. He
I'm
wasn't cocky.
so glad Weidman knocked him out.
Anderson Silva wasn't cocky in the beginning of his
Both times.
domination. Anderson Silva would just beat people, and he would just beat people, and then he started getting into like, I'm better than everybody. I'm gonna put my hands down and do this, and then Weidman knocked him the hell out.
Well,
because
the
he
first
basically
fight,
became
the
the most
first fight,
dominant fighter.
Weidman
Yeah.
didn't even knock him out. I thought what happened was he went for a leg kick and he
No,
snapped
that's the
his-
second fight.
Was that the second
That's the
fight?
second fight.
Okay.
First fight he gets knocked out. Second fight he breaks his leg.
Okay, I
on
thought it
his
was.
leg.
I thought it was backwards.
Yeah, it was.
Either way, I'm glad.
You know who was
do not
fun
like
to
him.
watch just because he went all out all the time? Clay Guida.
Oh, always.
Boy, he was never
Always.
that good of a fighter. But
But he-
watching
you can always-
his hair was like, wow, there was blood everywhere. Him and I think it was Diego Sanchez watched that fight. That is literally, I think, one of the top 3 bloodiest fights
Oh, it
in
was
UFC
incredible.
history.
Yeah.
What about Boss Rutan?
Why is it I'm not?
Yeah,
I'm the
and
only
we'll
one
have
that-
Rocky fight too.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Boss Rutan back in the day did stuff.
Yeah, so I
Good
mean,
fighter.
like for me, wise with the whole John Jones Cormier thing, it's really tough to hear because it's like, you know what I mean. I definitely wanted to see. I definitely wanted to believe that.
We all waited
you
for
know,
that fight. Yeah.
Yeah, we all waited for that fight. John Jones versus Cormier. You know what I
just-
mean? John Jones coming out of whatever,
suspension,
from his
yeah.
suspension against the number one, against the number one champ. So now it's like, okay, can John Jones really come back
For
in
4
his
years. In 4 years. How old
yeah.
was John Jones? What, 29?
Can
I don't know.
He's probably
John
like
Jones really
14
come back from that?
just looks
from
like
that
I don't know,
suspension?
I think
he's
he's 29.
Couture stamina though.
Yeah,
I
at
think
the
John
top.
Jones 29,
Yeah.
so he'd come back at 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I just had the greatest idea ever. We should have a celebrity cake eating contest. Invite
I
a
will
bunch
eat
of
any
people.
female.
Invite Mike Tyson as well, and make his cake in the shape of an ear.
What?
Hey, you know
You
what?
haven't
We
even
know
had-
somebody who's related to him.
Well, she's not really related to him.
She's not.
Her family just worked for
Never
him.
mind, we don't.
Well,
So
what's
she
the-
Scratch
calls him.
that.
She calls him her
Scratch
uncle.
that.
Yeah,
Might
she
as well.
calls him her uncle, but like,
It's not
I
her
mean,
actual
I've
uncle.
even worked in his house.
Careful, he's a biter.
No, they used to like live with him for a long time back in New York. So they got close. So
I
she
think
calls
that's
him uncle.
Okay, closest family. We're family.
I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on that topic.
John Jones
I
is
do
30
wanna
years
ask, what time
30,
is?
yeah.
Daniel Cormier
what
is
time
38.
is the fight this weekend and what day?
Saturday, the undercards I believe start at 6.
Probably 5 or
No.
6.
For
That's
those
the
of you
fight.
watching, that means
Not
the
till
fight
later.
is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$100 pay-per-view.
By the time we finish it, it'll already be
$100
Oh, it's
per-
It's already tomorrow right now.
No, it's
So, yes,
Saturday.
it's
So this will be
Saturday.
uploaded on
Okay.
Friday. $100
And,
pay-per-view.
What
It's crazy.
time though? Because I actually
6.
I'm getting paid tomorrow. I might go
6
to the bar
o'clock,
to watch
I
it.
Let's
believe
just
the
quickly,
undercards start
let's
at 6.
quickly,
6 o'clock.
since we're on that
Okay.
fight, let's quickly get predictions. Mayweather, McGregor.
Mayweather.
Mayweather,
There we
McGregor.
McGregor.
Mayweather, McGregor.
Should I go with who I want or who I think?
Who you think?
Who do you think? That's what I'm.
Who do you honestly think will win the fight?
I want McGregor so hard and not in a sexual way.
Lies and deceits. That's sexual in itself.
But I have to say Mayweather because I feel like this whole thing's just going to be a setup.
I've got to agree with Alex. I really, really, really hope that McGregor knocks him out in the first 3 rounds.
I hope he knocks him out in the first 30 seconds. That'd
I
be fun as
hope,
hell.
yeah, I hope McGregor opens up and just knocks him
You
right
know,
out.
all I imagine
This
is
is
him
Sparta.
walking out with his little frame like this, and then going, "What you want?" Bow, and then he misses.
See, my head, obviously my head says Mayweather.
Yeah.
It's the logical pick. But Conor, in his last couple fights, has literally predicted
Everything.
how he's going to win the fight. And the man says 4 rounds. The man says he's dead in 4 rounds. So I'm going to go McGregor in 4.
I
I'm gonna go
really
McGregor.
hope that happens.
Yes.
I'm not going to, I can't, I keep down McGregor.
My
and he keeps
heart,
coming
my heart
through.
is with you.
So
I'm
gonna-
not
I'm gonna
doubting.
pick
I'll
McGregor.
be
I'm
honest,
not
mine's
doubting
too.
McGregor's
I'm gonna
I
abilities.
really hope so, and like
I'm gonna pick
I'm torn on who I actually think because I really do think that McGregor has a chance.
I do too. His see the
Yeah,
thing
no
is,
one-
the argument is always that is Mayweather is flat out the better boxer, which is true. But Conor has good timing.
Yeah, he does.
Ask anybody that's been knocked out by Conor. He has good timing.
Look
And
at
he's powerful.
look at the Aldo fight.
Look at the Aldo fight. Look at the Alvarez fight. Look at the last Nate Diaz fight.
On the Aldo fight, he came at him and then he swooped out 1, 2, 3, 4, and he was
Yeah,
gone.
no, Aldo
super
one
dude.
punch.
Was it one? Oh, I'm
Aldo
thinking of
one punch.
who-
One punch.
You're thinking of
that
what he
might
did
be
to
Randy
Alvarez.
One punch, man.
I think yeah.
He
I got
dismantled
that confused.
Alvarez, but I'm going McGregor.
I really hope so. I really hope it's McGregor.
And
That would be nice.
Matter of fact, someone. I can't say that right now.
I'm gonna let some of these guys do a little bit of bias. If you want to help him on this topic,
So
the Green Bay's running back situation.
Yes.
I heard today
So-
that
it's up in the air.
Ty Montgomery's gonna be
I
splitting
would be right
reps
back.
with
Jamal
So-
Williams, yeah.
So our next topic is gonna be
y'all.
this is gonna be near and dear to me and
If you guys haven't
to me and
found, if
Lincoln.
you guys haven't figured
Me
it out
and
by
that
now,
boy.
me and Bronson are big time Packers fans.
They're
Yeah.
putting Packer
So,
fans.
so this topic,
It's very near and
Right
dear to
here.
our heart. To our
I can
heart.
tell by your hat
I left my hat downstairs, but whatever. Okay,
and
so
the lack of his hat.
yeah. Okay, so
Lack of his-
so the next topic we're gonna go over is basically Green Bay's running back situation because in all honesty we haven't had a good ground game for the.
when's the last time we had a good running back? Amon Green,
Let's
be honest.
Well, I mean Eddie Lacy during
Eddie
his rookie season.
Lacy,
The-
averaged
Eddie
5
Lacy
yards a
during his-
carry. Averaged 5 yards a carry.
which is good.
yeah, no,
which is
really good. Best in the
incredibly
league.
good.
Best in the league. Yeah.
So I mean, the last time we had a good run game was Eddie
Eddie
Lacy's
Lacy.
rookie season.
Yeah.
And he kind of fell off, and now
Ty
he's-
Montgomery came in and did a decent job last year.
Yeah,
For being a wide receiver.
I mean, I think Ty Montgomery has the weapons to be
See-
kind of an all around, but he's not. He's a jack of all trades. He's
My problem with Ty so far is that Ty's had a problem with ball security.
yeah,
Ty has a problem
Yeah.
with fumbling.
yeah, and for
And
me,
Jamal Williams
yeah,
is another Eddie Lacy style running back.
exactly. I mean, what they which is why I think they are the reason why they're gonna split the reps between Ty Montgomery and Jamal Williams is because Ty Montgomery is gonna be the first and second down running back where
Jamal be the
with
third.
Jamal being like the third down
and short
and
yardage.
third and
But
short and stuff.
See, this is
or
where I
goal line,
think
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
where I think it should be flipped.
Right.
I think if you're Mike McCarthy, you have Jamal Williams as your 1-2 down back because he'll be a better blocker than Ty, and he'll be a bruiser. So you can run him between the tackles. Third down and 6, third and long, you bring Ty in because Ty used to play wide receiver, so he'll be really good out of the backfield.
Right.
He'll be like a McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Like, see, I mean, I can kind of agree with you on that as well, but I'm thinking more with Ty Montgomery. You know what I mean? Get in a few run plays, and especially those long run plays. You know what I mean? Where you're actually gonna start. Oh, they're gonna start worrying about the run game.
Right.
They're gonna start worrying about the run game, and then once they start worrying about the run game, even on like a 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7, something that's a little bit more longer, Aaron Rodgers has the ability to throw to Jordy Nelson, to Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? He'll have those weapons to throw at a little bit longer pace.
Right.
I mean, that's what Aaron Rodgers is gonna do.
I think the running back situation in Green Bay is in pretty decent shape, though.
I think so too. I mean, it could be better. It
Yeah.
always
Oh, of
could be
course.
better. But I think they're decent for now.
I think it's good enough to where you have to actually respect Green Bay's run a little bit.
Yes. Now
Just a little
yeah.
bit. Let's not get carried away. Let's not say Green Bay's going to be in the upper tier half.
Yeah, they're
of
not
rushing.
the upper echelon of like rushing,
But
yeah.
it'll be enough to where
Yeah.
you take all the pressure off of Aaron.
Yeah.
And you bring
Yes.
in Martellus Bennett.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's gonna be one of those things where I think it's gonna look good at least.
But I don't know if Ty keeps his starting job. I think it really is up in the air. I think there's 2 preseason games left. If
Don't
Jamal
tell Josh that
Williams
he drafted Ty.
if Jamal Williams
Aaron Rodgers is going to be the backup this year.
comes in and
who's
plays
gonna
well
start?
these last 2
Tim
Blake
Tebow.
Bortles.
yeah, but see, I
Bortles
think
gonna go
I think what Green Bay is gonna do is that they don't want another issue with
That's what you
a
guys are
one
gonna do.
cut
You guys are gonna sign
a
Kaepernick.
one cut running back. You know what I mean? They don't want another cheeseburger Eddie to happen. You know what I mean? Where he's gonna get the starting job. Ty is not gonna get enough reps in, and he's gonna become cold. And then all of a sudden, Jamal Williams ends up not producing as well.
How
And
can
then
you
now
say,
you're sticking Ty back in when he's cold.
how can
You know
you
what
say
I
he's gonna get cold though? Last year when they threw him in, he tore it up his first.
Oh,
game.
that's
Oh yeah,
fair enough.
oh yeah, that's a given.
Because
But,
he's still
I mean-
going to be playing. It's not like he's just
Yeah.
sitting on the bench all day.
Yeah, I mean, because
You know,
Taiwan's
playing
already
with his balls.
I mean, even with them switching, there might be a possibility.
He's talking about footballs, guys.
Yeah.
Footballs.
Yeah, he was spinning them around. I wasn't
And,
slapping
and
my
maybe
nuts.
it may be a possibility where Ty actually might even go back
You
to
have
like a
peanuts?
receiver.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's a possibility for
Like
sure.
maybe not.
We
maybe
did
not-
draft 3 running backs.
Yeah,
Also
so I
non-brand.
mean, yeah, so maybe that might be if
Also
if Jamal
non-brand.
There's a
Williams-
lot. There's a lot that can happen. There's still
Yeah.
a lot up in the air.
I mean, I'm actually very hopeful for that. If
I
Jamal
hope Ty
Williams-
tears it up,
the
though.
professional
I
brand
hope
removers.
Ty plays
Oh,
really
yeah.
well. I
If-
love Ty Montgomery. I think he's
Yeah,
great.
I think he's a good play. But
This is a delicious non-brand drink.
if
Oh, yeah.
Rehydration
Jamal
from a
Williams-
non-brand sports drink, and we are professional removers of brands.
I think if Jamal Williams can do really good this season, I hope he can get the starting position and throw Ty Montgomery back into the wide receiver picture, because then that will give Aaron Rodgers a couple of more weapons.
Yeah, another weapon.
You know what I mean? Another weapon to use on the passing game. I mean, we all know that Aaron Rodgers is,
The best in the business.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, Lathan finally, after
3
3
years.
years, he
Listen,
finally-
guys, listen.
I should have traded Jake for the top
This
pick.
guy right here has stolen,
Here,
literally snaked
use the cuss words for this.
Aaron Rodgers 3 times. We've played fantasy. 3 times we've played fantasy together.
and-
Not only, listen, I'm talking, he's 1 pick before me and has stolen Aaron Rodgers 3 times.
Not only have I
in a year.
stolen it from him 3 times, twice, 1 season. I've also stolen it from that man.
stole it from
And
you,
not
too.
only did he steal Aaron Rodgers from me, but what makes it even worse is the week we played, Aaron Rodgers went off. He literally only beat me because Aaron Rodgers had like 33
No,
points.
he had like 40 points. It was
Literally the only
ridiculous.
reason. The rest of his team tanked. But Aaron Rodgers gave him half of his points, and I lost to him because of Aaron Rodgers, which made it worse.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
But I have him on my-
remember that,
but I have
way,
him on my
I'll
team
kick
now.
you again.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, guys. We were supposed to do the fantasy draft on the podcast, but the app got messed up.
Excuse
I
the
set it
language.
for
all
10:30.
jacked up.
This
I
is
set it for 10:30.
he fucked up.
I didn't mess it up. I set it for 10:30, and it got set for 10 somehow. I really don't understand. I had set it for 10:30.
he messed up, guys. Whatever. It is what it
He
is.
just messed up. But yeah,
We can
so-
go over our draft picks if you really want in a later podcast.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till the season.
So
starts.
I'm gonna say really with the Green Bay running back situation, I think we're good.
I think we're good too.
I think Green Bay's good.
I think so too.
So
I think we're a big Super Bowl contender this year.
for one of the last football topics, probably one of the more serious ones.
I've got a football topic over here. Got 2 of them.
Oh
You have professional football.
I have the clutch.
Well,
you talking about your predictions?
Yeah, we
the
are
predictions
We're
are
gonna
going
do
to be right
that.
at the
We're gonna do
end.
predictions last. We're gonna do
Yeah.
predictions last.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're gonna do
That's going to
predictions
be last, yeah.
All right.
That's what
Many of you may not know him. His name is Eric Winston. He's
I don't know who
He's
that
a
is.
tackle for the Bengals. He's the
That's why I don't know who that
he's
is.
the NFLPA president.
Wait, What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently he's been in it for a couple years. I didn't know until I read this article and heard about it the
Well,
other
that-
day.
That just added me on Facebook.
He
Okay,
was.
I have
Read-
no
read
idea
this.
who this guy is, so I'm gonna.
Read that.
I need to take a break real quick because I'm sweating. I'll be right back, guys.
They
Alright,
follow you.
I'll be right back.
No, it's
Promise.
Facebook. They sent me a
Okay.
Facebook request.
So he's the NFL Players Association president,
Green Bay for life.
and he
Sick, bruh.
the collective bargaining agreement that they signed in 2011. Excuse me, is good through the end of 2020. So in 2021, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a reporter or another player or some executive or something. They made the comment that the NFL is going to have a work stoppage in 2021. And he came out and did an interview. And I tried to figure out who the interview was with and who it was for, but it was a bunch of abbreviations, and I don't know anything about... It was like WPAQ from Cincinnati. So... But in his interview, this is his quote. I'm reading verbatim. Honestly, I don't care, and I don't think the guys in this locker room care whether it, meaning the NFL, is going to be around in 20 years because none of us are going to be playing. So if the guys, meaning the owners, want to own it for a long time, they can own for a long time. But another work stoppage might kill the golden goose. So they have been... The actual players union, they've been prepping players already to prepare for a lockout or a strike, one or the other. Because last time it happened, the owners locked them out.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, whatever,
that
blah,
was
blah, blah. 2011. 2010.
2010, yeah.
And they got signed in 2011.
It was
Is
whatever
that when
year-
Keanu Reeves was playing?
Exactly.
It's whatever year that J.J. Watt got
He was on the
drafted.
Detroit Pistons. Yeah.
J.J. Watt got drafted
No,
that
I
same
mean-
year.
Serious. There was the movie about it, and
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is J.J. Watt got
Anyway.
drafted that
Yeah.
same year.
never mind.
But they...
Trevor was here, he would have understood.
The list of topics that are obvious, that I'll just list them, but are the main ones they're going to go over, is Roger Goodell's power to suspend, and he also, when the players appeal, Roger Goodell decides who oversees the appeal.
Solely?
Yes. He can do it himself if he chooses.
Wow.
Yeah. He's done it a couple times. I believe he actually did it with the Brady case. I may be wrong.
Oh,
But
okay.
he already appointed someone for Ezekiel Elliott's. I don't
Okay.
remember who it was. They're gonna do the drug policy. The main one, other than Roger Goodell, is that the players care about is the percentage of revenue given to the players.
Okay.
They're really trying to compete with the NBA and the MLB.
They-
Only
I don't-
problem is,
they
yeah,
can't.
they don't play enough games.
There's
Blah
too
blah
many
blah.
people
There's a
on the
bunch of
roster.
different stuff.
It's just,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's not
true.
happening.
They're like triple
Yeah.
other sports rosters.
I think NBA carries what 14 on or
Yeah.
13 on a full
Something
season
like
roster.
that. Yeah. No, their bench is
And
deep.
NFL
Same with
has
NBA,
54.
MLB.
MLB
Yeah.
has 22
Yeah.
or 23.
Same with NHL. They all have smaller rosters.
Yeah.
So you
Um,
can't have
and
the
Smaller
versus
rosters,
54.
way more games.
Yeah, and I don't see like that's my thing too. Is like you're making so much money.
Already. The thing
Like-
is it's they're basically concerned about market value. But the thing is I don't. It's just it's a whole other thing.
And
But
money's a whole
Yeah.
nother subject.
player safety and post career benefits. Those are things that they're going to try and get.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if they're going to get locked out or if they're going to strike, but it sounds like we
Probably
may not
locked
have a 2021 football season, depending on what happens.
So
If
it's
the-
basically going to be what happened to the NHL. There- for
Correction.
one
NFL
season,
season.
there really
We'll
wasn't
just, we'll
NHL.
just go to NCAA. We'll go watch that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we will have
Yeah.
football, just not NFL football, possibly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sad Josh.
And
I mean, yeah, obviously it's
and-
not going to be a fun time for us. Like
Yeah,
all of
no.
us mainly watch NFL football, but
yeah,
I'll just watch LSU.
Like UNLV is that good that I want to go watch them.
No, I'll watch LSU.
UNLV, it's going to be
They're getting
next few
better,
years.
but they're not going
They're
to be.
good. Yeah, they're making.
I don't think they're going to crack the top 25.
not this season.
They're making.
Not even the next 2 to 3 seasons.
Hey,
I
whoa.
think
If they keep
I
the-
think 4 to 5 years, UNLV will be one of the top top tier teams.
Yeah, top tier, but not top.
No.
I would say top tier, but not top.
I thought you said
25.
top 2. I was like, oh hell no, bro, you
No.
tripping? I'm about to go black.
Well,
on
you never
bro.
know what's going to happen, but still. And then in another part of the
True colors is about to show.
interview,
Yeah.
he actually called out the NFL owners and described them as quote unquote greedy.
Well, they
He
are.
actually said that. Yeah, no, they are, and that's what we
They
talked
are,
about earlier.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is he actually said this in an interview.
Well, I mean, everybody's thinking it, so I just
Um,
finally said it.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, as a lot of people respect him, he's revered.
Long seasons.
That's
Yeah,
true. They play less games. They play 12, 13 games.
About that, and then they have their bowl game.
yeah.
Oh, that's including their bowl game. That goes onto their record.
There's 12 or 13 games in the regular season, plus the division championships. Then you have a bowl game or the playoffs.
And it all just counts to your record.
Yeah. And I think if you go to the playoffs, you have, depending on whether you go to the championship for your division or not, which usually you don't make the playoffs if you don't. I think the only person that's ever done that is Alabama.
Of course.
If they do, I think if Alabama wins their division championship and play the 2 rounds of the playoffs, I believe it was 15 games.
Yeah. Alright. So 4
so-
less games than the NFL if you make it to the Super Bowl. 1 less game if you just count regular season. So Browns. Bears.
Jets,
Jets.
Jets,
Jets, yeah. Jets.
Browns.
Jacksonville.
Chargers.
Well, I'm talking about like consistent. Like you ain't making the playoffs. Like I can't remember the last time y'all made the playoffs.
Tampa the last 10 years,
There you go.
just about.
Dolphins. As
Almost.
well.
We had a bunch of 9-7 seasons where we were honestly super mediocre and got lucky. It seemed like.
Damn.
But yeah. And yeah, I don't. They're talking about the NFL not being around in 20 years. I had heard
And
people
20 isn't. What's 20? You said 2021.
Yeah, but they're saying that's when the contract holds out, and that might just be the start of the decline,
Okay.
and that just might take
I
out.
think there will always be football, whether it's
I
the
think
NFL.
so too.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
who knows? They might just move the CFL here.
Yeah, for real.
The CFL is
Like, that's
pretty
what-
big,
that's-
honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, if there's
Or
always
the
there's
A-
always
the AFL
something
might have a
there's
chance to
always
lose.
something
That's true.
waiting to come up. Same thing with the
might,
UFC.
They
Like,
might actually try to bring back the WFL, the World Football League.
Yeah.
It started to rise, and then the
It
owners
fell
started.
off
it
9
fell,
games
it
into the first season.
fell off because the owners were literally just giving out free tickets, so people were expecting that and never bought any tickets for the
Well,
games.
that's because when they were charging for them, nobody was buying them.
see, well, the thing is with football,
That's
same
why.
same with UFC or cage fighting, is there's always something that's waiting to take its place. So the NFL goes out, something's gonna be there to rise. UFC
Honestly-
goes down, you got
honest-
Strike Force that can rise. So
Honestly, if the NFL goes down right now, it might be the NBA that pulls out.
yeah.
Because it sure as hell ain't going to be golf.
That's true, but I think there will always be some sort of professional football
yeah.
that
There has to.
Yeah,
There
there
has
will
to
be, but
there's way too many fans.
there's way too many college football fans to let that happen. So more of the college football players are going to go.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to follow that, and then that's going to become big.
No, yeah, I
But
agree, I agree.
I'm saying as far as the level of the NFL right now, it's definitely going to be another
Lockout,
sport
yeah.
that's going to
They
come
also
up.
need
It's
to
not
fix
just gonna
that
be another.
Oh, yeah,
tight
it'll
end
be
thing too
possible.
before that gets out of hand.
The what?
The CTE.
Yeah.
Before that gets.
So it'll probably be basketball, like you said, because I feel like that's like probably the most widely watched. People don't like baseball these days, bro. It's not like
Yeah,
that
it's
shit-
I love
sport,
it, but
it's not.
they
like
have too many
as
games.
widely
Yeah,
followed.
like
The
people-
games are too long.
yeah, that and like people only really care about baseball come like later in the season, like
October.
now. Yeah,
October.
Yeah.
it's like now people don't.
Um,
Basketball kind of the same thing too, though. They play so many games that people don't give a crap in the beginning of the season.
yeah. Well, and then like
That's the thing with
It
football.
doesn't help
See,
though
that's
that
like-
you've had the past 6 years the
Your
same.
super
You
teams,
knew
yeah.
you
Oh,
knew who's
yeah.
going to
same
the,
guy.
Okay,
It's
but
not
the
just
same
same team, same
the
guy.
same single player. Whatever team is on.
biggest thing that
been on,
destroys
has gone to the
that
playoff-
might
or not
destroy the
playoffs, but
NBA
championship.
is that the Cavs
Super teams.
just said we don't care about having the number 1 seed and blew through as the number 2 seed. Everybody just blew through everybody.
See, like that's what I think. That's what draws people to the NFL, though. Is that from week 1, every single game is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With basketball, with
You
baseball,
already know.
it's not like
the last
that.
10 games.
It's
What's
not
that?
like
It's
that.
like, it's like.
I mean,
Obviously, it helps to win
baseball
your
kinda
first
is
couple
already
games.
sure figured
Sure,
out this
football
season.
still has super teams, but it's only like once
Not
every
really, though.
once every couple decades you'll have a dynasty that's going to
Just
go
the
3,
Patriots.
4, 7 years
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
there.
See, like the thing is,
but the thing is the other people that are contending are
See, but-
different.
see,
from
here's also the
every
difference
2 or
with
3
football.
years.
And
It
it's
changes.
also
no,
not
no.
every single year.
Listen,
There's
though.
a few years where they're not in the championship.
here's what
Super Bowl.
here's what separates football: basketball, baseball, hockey,
all have series.
7 games.
Yes.
Football, you have 1 game. It doesn't matter who's the better team. It matters who's the better team that day. All the other sports, it matters who's the better team overall because
I
they
think
don't show up
7
one
games
game.
is
You have
basically
6
2
other
games,
games
though.
Yeah.
to show up.
Baseball's different though.
7 games
Baseball
is too
way
much.
different. They've had 7-game series. They've had teams that have had 100+ wins go against the lowest seed and lose. I think
That's kind of another
4-2.
thing too. It's baseball's kind of like when you're hot, but
The
but
postseason.
for the most part,
postseason for baseball is fun. It's fun to watch.
yeah, for sure. But for the most part, it's not as intense as football. You have that one day to show up, or you're going home.
You have to show up every day.
Yeah.
You don't get another chance.
Exactly.
And I
And that's
kinda like
why
that better.
that's why
Yeah.
you're drawn to football. You're drawn to that level of competition because you know they're gonna bring everything they have to that game. I mean, I'm not
And
saying
they-
that they
and
don't in
every-
other
and
sports.
any-
the reason
any
NBA's
given
get
game,
so
it can
big
go
now is 'cause
either
there's so
way
many
for either
points,
team.
So many dunks,
Yeah.
so many big players that are doing a lot of things. That's why the NBA is starting to come up now.
Another reason I don't like basketball is there's too many points in a game. You're scoring 100-something points.
Yeah, but
18,
a
that's-
lot of people don't care about defense anymore. They want to be the flashy ball.
Hey, that's just
the
Spurs.
ball
And
handler.
that-
no, but see,
That's
But
why
then
that's
they
why
still can't
hockey
handle the Warriors.
hockey is so entertaining
I
because
love
it
hockey.
all
Yeah.
the
Well,
postseason.
If football were to go, I'd watch hockey next.
Yes.
Yeah.
It all rides on one goal.
Yeah.
It could happen at any moment, and it just makes that scoring
Oh,
so
it
much
also
sweeter.
helps that they're slamming and punching and legitimate fights, and they let them go.
Yeah, see, I just
they
let
let
They
go
let
until someone
them
gets
be
knocked
men
down.
in that
Exactly.
league.
And then they say, go sit in the
Oh,
box for 5 minutes. Good job fighting, but just-
No, I like it because I believe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in hockey, 2 people fight, winner gets the lesser of the 2 penalties.
I believe it's whoever started the fight gets the most.
I thought it was whoever won gets. No,
I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
okay.
We'll look it up at some point, but we do need to get into the college football rankings.
Oh boy, let's see. We got the list right here.
Number 1 is Alabama.
How about
Number
we
2,
just go with the top 5? The top
Top
5
five?
sounds like a good idea.
Top 5.
I would say go with the top 5 because
Top five, that's fine.
anything below that, in my recent years of watching college football, 1 through 5, they usually stay pretty consistent. Where 6.
Not in the last couple
No.
of years.
Well,
it's really been flip flopping
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
lately.
No. I mean,
USC was ranked in the top 3. Was it last year? And they dropped off the rankings completely.
far,
They
yeah.
weren't even in the top 25.
no, I mean,
then you
but-
had teams
Like
like
Washington.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Oregon's been in and out. As soon as Mario
Yeah,
left,
LSU
they're
has
gone.
dropped a lot. LSU's a perennial
Auburn.
top 5 team. Yeah, Auburn.
Auburn's
You're used to
back
seeing
in,
these
and they
people
were
in
out the
top
last
five,
couple
yeah.
years. Texas A&M's
It's
in
been
and
all
out,
over,
in and
yeah.
out, and in and out.
We'll see.
all
We'll
over.
see for me with the top. I say top 5.
Yeah, we just named a
just for
bunch
the
of SEC teams.
just for the fact that everything past the 5, they're actually really good games. You know what I mean? Anything from 6 to 25, they actually have like really good games. Where the top 5, they're just completely smashing the hell out of everybody.
Not always.
Not
Well, that's the
always,
thing
no.
is that's different. They're changing.
Yeah.
They're trying to change the tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 1 this year, the first, not the
Alabama
first game, but it's
LSU.
Alabama and Florida State, the number 1 versus number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They're
I
trying
think
to change
I
the
think that's a
tempo.
good. I think that's a good thing. Like start putting the top teams against each other because then
They're trying
you
to
can
do it more. They're
really,
out of conference.
You can really hash out who is really gonna be good that
There's
season.
a new Division 1 football team this year too. I can't remember what they're called.
What I think they need to do is they need to stop
It's
making
some-
so
it's
many
some-
bowl
it's some
games
Christian
and make
school.
the playoffs bigger.
I think so too.
Well, what happened to Baylor's not playing this year after
Baylor
all the
isn't?
controversy. No, after all the controversy they had last year, I believe they're not playing this year.
Yeah, so our
look this
top
up.
teams are Alabama,
1,
Ohio State 2. We got Florida State at 4.
3.
Our 3, we got USC at 4. We have Clemson at 5. We got Penn State at 6, which was a shock to me.
They actually have a really good team.
Yeah.
But the biggest shock is that they've been able to turn around so fast after the controversy they had.
Then we've got Oklahoma. We've got Washington, Wisconsin, who I'm happy to see up there. And then we have Oklahoma State.
They're talking about Penn State and Oklahoma bumping out a couple people in the top 4, and those 2 possibly making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Penn State almost for sure, and they're talking about Oklahoma could be the surprise team. They say that it might be Alabama, Ohio State.
It's always Alabama, bro.
Like,
But
it's
dude,
much
but I mean,
failure.
really look
As
at.
much
Well, come
failure
on.
she's had in the NFL. Nick Saban is a super
Legendary.
absolutely
Legendary.
amazing college coach.
Legendary.
It's
Yeah.
Alabama. You get one good football family in Alabama, and then suddenly the whole state
They
is going
It's
to
just
be
because-
good because they just
because-
keep breeding with each other.
Alabama recruits
That's
so
what I'm saying.
well.
They're just gonna have 12
Alabama
babies
has
per wife.
everybody wants to go to Bama because it's
And-
always good.
Yeah,
Why-
everybody
They're gonna have
wants
12
to go
babies
to
with their
Bama.
wife, 12 babies with their cousin, 12 babies with their niece.
Bama, everybody's
Once
Alabama,
they're of age,
where
maybe.
Tinder and Ancestry.com
Are
are the same place.
Everybody just
That's-
wants
that's
to play
how
at
messed
Bama.
up.
They have such good
But yes,
history
I don't know
of
if that's
winning.
political or not.
That's
It's
that's
not. It's
really
All right.
that's really the case.
It's a southern
It's
joke.
because Alabama.
They're good.
Alabama
They
is
recruit well.
basically
They
all
recruit
of these
well.
guys
They're
that play for
Patriots.
Alabama.
They're the Patriots
They're
of
the
college.
they're the USC and UCLA of the 90s. and early 2000s.
Alabama-
They're the Patriots of college right now.
Alabama.
You
just
want to go play for
basically
Saban
recruits-
because he's like
Yeah.
Bill Belichick
Yes,
in college.
yes.
But you have to be at least a 4-star recruit.
Alabama is just one of those schools
Yeah,
where
no,
it's like
absolutely.
it's like you can only get recruited
Oh,
into
oh.
Alabama if you were bred to play football.
Well, here's the thing: is I want to see how they're going to do without Lane Kiffin because now he's at FAU. He's at Florida Atlantic. So I don't know how he's going to do there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. There's a
Do
lot.
you know
it's
what
been-
division that is?
No, I don't. But there's been a lot of mix-ups in the top
You
10
looked
over
it
the
up, I
last
think it's
couple
ACC.
years.
Well, if somebody remembered something, you could have looked it up.
Listen, I told you to remind me closer when I was leaving.
but I reminded
All
you
I'm
though.
gonna say.
I
I'll
reminded
look
you.
it up.
remind me.
I think they're ACC, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, see, you didn't remind me either, dickhead.
What?
That's not my fault. You guys had bad memories.
I told you, I am not good with names. You know this. It's on record. I am bad with names.
It's on record now.
He forgot
paper.
They're
something,
in the
so we can actually
CUSA
use
East.
the computer that we have off camera. And
Oh wow! They play Wisconsin, ranked number 9, second week.
I hope Wisconsin does well.
They're
I'm a
openers.
Packers fan. I gotta root for Wisconsin.
They're o-
Wisconsin.
I root for Wisconsin.
They're open.
Their basketball team shocked a lot of people.
Who, Wisconsin? Yeah. I mean, kind of, sort of.
That was the upset team of the college basketball series of the
Yeah,
playoffs.
for like 1 or 2 teams they beat, but they were a pretty good team all year.
No, yeah, but they
But-
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Theoretically, they shouldn't have beat the teams that they beat.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we're going
so
just off of rankings.
so let me
It was
ask
up-
you.
it was
Let me
an
ask you
upset.
guys
But
this.
the NCAA tournament rankings are always messed up.
Yeah.
Outside of the top 2 or 3 seeds for each side,
Yeah, they don't
they're
really-
always messed up.
Right.
Once
That's
you
why
get
I don't
4
really, in my personal opinion, I don't like the whole college ranking system. I think,
Yeah.
I understand it. You can't really have like a big ass playoff with all of the amount of college football teams that they have, but ranking a team is kind of.
One
I
thing,
don't know how I
okay,
feel
so
about it.
here's one thing I'm kind of interested in. What are your guys' opinions on this? Does Alabama and Ohio State stay within the top 3 this season?
I think
Alabama,
Alabama
yes.
does. I think Ohio State is one of the
Drops.
ones that falls out, and I think
I agree with that.
I think Florida State might stay in.
I agree.
Maybe.
Agree.
I'm gonna go with what I've heard so far. I think Penn State's gonna jump in.
Who's number 4?
Number 4
Clemson.
is.
I think they're gonna-
Oh no,
it's
USC.
Oh,
I don't
USC.
know.
Clemson is
I
number
don't
five.
I think USC will be
don't
top 10,
know
but I
about
don't think they're
USC.
making the playoffs.
I don't know about USC.
I'm kind of wondering
I
why
really
they put
don't.
USC at
Because Sam
number
Darnold.
4.
Or no, wait, it's UCLA.
I don't know about USC, dude.
Like
I
I'm
really
iffy
don't.
on that one, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of weirded out that USC is put in the top 4.
The only thing I know is that they had a good corner come out last year with the Titans. Adoree Jackson.
Hey,
That's all I
and
know
you know
about
what? After I
USC.
said everything I did about him last week, I believe he returned a punt for a touchdown.
There you go.
So I might have called it.
And what about that UNLV kicker who went to the Buccaneers?
Hey.
You mean the cornerback that went to the Dolphins? Wrong position, wrong team.
What did I say?
Kicker.
Did I actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said
You got kicking on the brain.
And you said Canes.
You have kicking on the brain, dude. Basically,
Kicking
yeah.
canes,
It's not
bruh.
my fault.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kicking
I'm
Canes.
sorry,
Bro, you
but
need a
this is
beer.
perfect marketing opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, I believe that as well.
Y'all want to hit us up
Alabama
with some black
and-
cards? We'll appreciate it.
Alabama and Florida State, they stay within the top 3. Ohio, I'd say
I don't
will
know,
probably. I'm gonna say they drop
I
to maybe
think-
like 5 or 6.
I think it'll be interesting to see
We're
what
probably,
happens with
we're probably
Clemson.
dead ass wrong, and it's going to be the exact opposite.
I
Right.
think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Clemson without Watson there.
There is a Thursday game.
Clemson.
Did you
Yeah.
end up figuring that out?
Yeah, the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, it's going to be Chiefs versus Patriots.
Yeah,
That's
because the
gonna-
Patriots, the Super Bowl champ, always
Yeah.
plays Thursday.
Yeah, that's why I emphasized Chiefs, because I already knew it was the Patriots.
Right.
And
when
he already said that he thought the Chiefs were going to win that
I
game.
do think the Chiefs are gonna win.
I
that
will
game.
be out of town for that game and for that podcast.
So wait,
do
we're
you
gonna
get
run
back
a
that
podcast
that
without
I
weekend?
you.
get back Saturday.
Okay, so we can still go to the...
Yeah,
Place to
I
go.
came. I specifically am coming back Saturday, so we can go to Truffalo Bildings and watch the
Truffalo
games.
Baldings.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Or an establishment similar to.
Why
that.
was that so hard to say, dude? Like,
It is
Truffalo
so hard to
Bildings.
come up with some good rhymes.
yeah.
I should be a rapper.
Marshmallow,
Wrap myself up and take me away.
fiddly things.
All right.
Do we want to?
I'm coming out with other
Do we have any
rhymes.
more topics we want to go over before we jump into predictions?
I think
we
predictions
can
are
jump
gonna
into
take a while.
predictions.
Yeah.
But I've got some other stuff that I want to talk
Oh
about.
boy,
after
where
that.
did my paper
Just
go?
some little
I
stuff.
lost my cue card.
Um,
Oh no!
Are you sitting on it?
That is a good
Tokyo.
possibility.
Go Zogdilla.
Need a
Nope,
fall?
it's up here.
Jesus.
Josh is being Josh.
Yeah, you'll learn over the weeks of watching this podcast that this is Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
If you guys can
an
handle us that
intelligent
long.
guy.
He can do math sometimes.
What's 4 plus 4?
He can do math
And
sometimes.
And he can catch a ball
Windows!
one-handed if he's
Oh,
not looking.
Yeah, for some reason he can catch one-handed like super well sometimes. Like I don't know.
As long as he's not paying attention. If you
just
at
throw
him,
it at him instinctually, he would just grab it
Hey,
with
yo,
one hand.
yo,
pass me
Yeah,
one of
if
those
he
balls.
tries-
We will put this to the test sometime
It's better
on
with
this
a football.
podcast.
Yeah, no, if it's a football, I won't even be looking at you. You'll throw it at me. And
All right, give me a fucking football. Then. We'll put this to the test. Give me your keys.
I don't trust you with my keys.
I do.
Damn.
You've never said that before.
Damn,
You
he's
let me
fake
go
for
in
the
for change, and I'll
podcast.
leave you quarters.
I don't trust you at this moment with my keys.
Damn.
Because it's a football and he
So
can't
we
catch
figure out what your
footballs
teams are
without
gonna
looking.
Okay, you know what?
You can't even catch a football in general.
Okay, so
Damn.
Okay, you know what? Next podcast we are putting this to the test.
Oh, we'll take y'all outside with
take
us.
us outside, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'll
so
put you
that
on
means we
my
gotta
head
untape
like
it.
a helmet.
I mean, unhook it from the secure position that it's in.
We'll just record with the phone and I'll put the video
all right.
spliced in.
Okay, so I guess at this point we're gonna go over our
Predictions?
NFL predictions.
Week one.
for
Week one.
week one.
predictions.
For week one.
Let's get it. Let's get it. You want to start us off, Bronson? You got
Yeah,
it?
I guess I'll start off.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna start off with my list for the AFC West. Of course, with the AFC West comes the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. Broncos are playing Chargers this week or week one. Raiders will be playing the Titans. Chiefs will be playing the Patriots. So apparently, yeah, I think Chiefs are probably going to be the first game that we see
Yeah, Thursday.
on Thursday.
7.
So,
Seven.
I guess we'll go down the line and then just kind of give our predictions
Name of the city.
on who they think will win the game, and maybe give a little reason why they think.
Yeah, short, quick, sweet
You know,
one.
quick, short, sweet. You know. All right. So, like I said,
Short
the
and sweet, not like Josh.
first game.
Wait, did Patriots get home field because they won the Super Bowl?
Okay, so the first game is going to be the Chiefs and the Patriots. I guess we'll go to Josh first. We'll start off at the end.
So does this also cover mine right here? I don't got to talk about this when it comes to me.
Because
So
you have the,
I
you
also
have the
have
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah. So it'll cover
All right.
that. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think this is one of the only 2 games that I had thought that the Patriots will lose this season.
Right.
I think
Okay.
I think it's going to be within a field goal. I think it's going to come down to a field goal.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I've been saying Chiefs all day until I just realized that it's in Foxborough. So I'm gonna change my answer.
Jump ship.
Patriots.
Final answer.
Patriots
I
want to
don't- I
know.
don't think they heard that. You might want to lean a little closer.
Patriots want to know.
Oh boy, that's a hot dog.
All right, Alex, what you think? Chiefs,
I think I'm
Patriots.
gonna go with the Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
Yeah, just 'cause
All
I
right.
want them to win.
In all honesty, I think this is going to be a high scoring game. It's not going to come down to defenses. It's really going to be who's going to outscore the other person, and
Especially for week 1.
Yeah, especially for week 1. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs on this one. In my honest
Really,
opinion,
you think it's going to be a high scoring game?
I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I mean, you talk about. I mean,
we might have to start doing y'all if we agree.
I
I don't know if you're gonna do it, but we're
No,
gonna
I
do it, so
don't
you're
agree.
gonna
I
do
think
it.
it's going to be not as high scoring game.
No, I'm talking about the winners.
the winners,
Oh, okay.
yeah, in general. But
There's
like,
one game I know we're all gonna agree.
Like-
It's whoever's playing Cleveland.
Yeah.
like for me, it's the
Whoever's
Chiefs.
playing Cleveland.
The Chiefs and the Patriots will put up a lot of points for week 1, and I mean I'm hoping so because my defense is the Chiefs, so I hope the defense does well.
I hope the defense puts up points then.
Yeah, I hope their defense puts up a lot of points. But no, I mean I think it's gonna be a high scoring game between these two guys, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Okay.
Next game will be we'll go with Raiders and Titans.
Okay. Damn, where's that game at?
Yeah.
That plays a
one's gonna
big
be-
part.
Oakland.
It's in
that
Oakland?
one's in-
I've
You
taken
sure?
Oakland as well.
I'm gonna pull up the schedule.
where's
I'm
this
gonna
game
pull the
played at?
schedule. I'm gonna pull the schedule so we can see where all of these games are being played.
Yeah. As I announced,
I
just
like how
pull it
y'all
up.
skipped me on that first round there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dang,
I know,
Trevor,
I'm
I'm
on
sorry.
this side
I'm
of
sorry,
you, but
Trevor.
It's all good.
Trevor,
you-
what do you go for? The Patriots or the
It's in
Chiefs?
Tennessee.
I'm gonna have to go for the Patriots.
Is it
for
really?
the same
Just
reason
because they're
as Josh.
defending Super Bowl champions.
For the most part, yes,
Yeah,
but
it's
Josh
Tennessee.
did make some good points.
Oh
and
yeah,
I did
right,
agree
right.
I
with
was
him.
looking at
Okay.
that back.
Yeah.
Wait, I said the Chiefs were winning.
I thought you said the Patriots.
No.
I said
Okay,
the
then.
I said the Patriots.
Forget what he said.
I'm the only one
I'm
that said
gonna
the
go with what
Patriots.
he said, but pretty much the same thing that Josh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bleep Josh.
said. Mix
Bleep.
those both together, and that's my answer.
It was
I
just a
feel-
melding.
All I
With the
said
Patriots.
was that the Chiefs were gonna win because I thought that was one of the 2 games that the Patriots lost.
Yeah.
In no way do
Okay.
you agree
I
with me.
thought you said you
what
were
part of
thinking that
bullshit
they
Sports
might
Network don't you
lose.
understand?
So Patriots
You're
by
not supposed to
field
give a good
goal,
reason.
maybe.
Okay, so did you pull up where
He-
Oakland is
in no
playing?
It's in
way-
Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee.
All right.
In
Okay,
no way
so-
did he-
I know.
So okay,
I
so
don't really care what Josh thinks.
Yeah.
That plays into this.
Let's throw it to
So
this.
starting-
Let's throw it to him first.
Yeah, you know what?
Oakland, Tennessee.
hell yeah, we'll go with you first,
All
Trevor.
right, all right.
Oakland Raiders or Tennessee Titans?
I gotta
Hey,
go
fuck
with
that.
Raiders just because they're gonna come to Vegas. I don't really care, but go Raiders. I can't wait for that silver and black.
He's
Man.
gonna go
You
for
already
the
rocking
Raiders.
it, kind of.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I know. Between your
Gray
shit-
is almost silver
between
and black.
no, I was gonna say
I was
between your
gonna
shiny
make a-
head and your pants.
You know what? I got hair there. I just eat a lot of pizza and it's greasy. You know,
I
get
know.
that
That's what I'm
extra
saying. It's like
flexion.
a. It's like a.
All right.
His hair was long about 3 days ago until I told him he has to shave it to match his picture.
To be honest, I prefer it looking like this. I'm just really
He looks
lazy.
way better with
Right.
long
It's-
hair.
Instead of the Washington Redskins, it should be the Washington Skinheads.
Two completely different
Right,
geographical.
Like, you wanna go one way,
Geologically,
geopolitical groups.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Right?
Josh.
Hush, I've had some apple juice.
Oakland,
Raiders, Titans
Raiders.
In Tennessee.
in Tennessee.
Raiders.
Okay, cool.
Tennessee.
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 Oakland doesn't stop
You're not
Mariota.
attending, I don't see you.
Oakland's defense doesn't stop Mariota or Murray.
Oh.
No.
That's why I told you.
They get outscored. It's a high scoring game. Tennessee scores more.
I don't know. Tennessee's defense is looking pretty good.
I don't know if they'll stop Derek Carr.
I don't know if they will either.
I'm going. I think the score gets pretty up there.
I think it's a
Tennessee
high
outscores.
scoring game because I have Marshawn Lynch.
I think Tennessee wins that game though.
You know what?
Did I pick him?
Another
I
game.
got Amari Cooper.
Another game. I do believe that
No, I
it's
think
going to
you picked
be
him.
what? Who?
Amari Cooper?
Did you end up with
Or did you
Amari
get
Cooper?
Crabtree?
No, he
No,
got.
I got
Cooper.
Crabtree.
Oh.
No, you got Cooper.
No, I got Crabtree.
Oh, then who got Cooper?
He
Your
might.
brother.
He might still be out there.
I don't know.
Oh, I think his team drafted it
I
actually.
think it might have been Trevor.
Anyway, who
who
you
I haven't
picking?
been able to check yet.
Yeah.
Who you picking?
So, I'm gonna go with Tennessee on this one. Mariota has been developing, and he's starting
Oh,
to
he
look a
killed
lot
his last
better.
preseason game.
Dude, his last preseason game, he looked
He's on
phenomenal.
fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I already told all
Yeah.
of you except Trevor, but his red zone stats since he's been in the league, so 2 entire years, well, not entire years, he missed a couple games for
Right.
his knee, but he in the red zone has thrown 32 or 33 touchdowns and no interceptions
He's
whatsoever.
Yes. So that
He's good.
He's efficient when it really matters.
but that's good. That's nice to see.
And he has
The only
like a
problem with
two for the Raiders,
and,
two
and,
for Tennessee.
and he has like a
problem-
97-yard
The
rushing
problem with Mariota is him getting them to the red zone.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did
He
you?
struggled with that a little
What did
bit
he pick?
last year.
touchdown.
I picked Tennessee. He picked Tennessee. He picked Tennessee. You
Okay,
both
so
picked
it's
Oakland.
3
It's 3-2.
All right.
All right.
Means Tennessee's gonna win?
And so the last game for AFC West
Chargers,
is going to be
Broncos.
the Chargers and Broncos. We'll start off with Trevor again,
That's a
Why
good
me?
win.
Not really.
just
division.
because
I went first last
Where's,
You're-
where's that game at?
you're
I don't
interesting.
care. This-
Okay, you know, it's fine.
Okay, you know
It's
what?
fine.
I'm going to say Chargers because electricity kills horses.
It's in Denver.
That's why they have the fences posted up around.
It's in
them.
Denver.
And yeah,
Oh,
but you know what? I'm I'm jumping from this to something else that I enjoy. Critical Role. I'm pulling the Grog moment, and I'm going with it.
Hey, hey! No shouting out other.
I am shouting out. I love that show.
I'm gonna go in and
What he
bleep
said.
that.
All right.
You can bleep it. Go ahead and wait 3 hours and look through
So,
the video to do
I
it.
gotta wait. I gotta go into 1 hour and
You're not
25
gonna
minutes and
remember
58
that.
seconds.
They're just
You're
like
not gonna
Give me the pen.
But
I'm writing this down.
He's
I'm
gonna
writing
write
this
it down and still forget it.
I'm not actually gonna do that. I don't feel like.
Exactly.
Because then I've
He's
got to
cutting
render the
himself in the
video
face.
for 4 hours just to bleep one thing.
Okay, whatever.
We're
All
not
right.
doing it.
Prediction.
All
Let's
right,
get
Josh.
it. In Denver. In Denver.
Denver?
Denver,
That,
Or
why
Chargers.
Is this even a question?
In Denver.
Broncos,
It
or
is.
Chargers?
Denver.
I don't know why this is a question.
Denver.
It's clearly Denver.
Denver.
so that I can answer
Chargers.
it to piss you off.
What?
I think they're
Over
gonna come
that
out-
defense?
Yeah.
In
No.
Denver. No chance.
No way.
No chance.
There is no
I
way.
say
No
the
chance.
Chargers come out and shock them.
No chance.
way.
No chance. I'll bet you separately on this game.
Alex.
No chance.
There.
Yeah, obviously, I'm going with Denver.
It's
I mean, it's in Denver.
It's a mile high.
That's
Yeah.
my upset pick.
That's your upset of the week?
For AFC. I might have a couple.
All
We'll
right,
see.
cool.
Okay, we'll see.
All right,
I
now
might pick Cleveland. We'll see.
cool. This next game I know is gonna cause a little heat right now. This is gonna be for the NFC East. Okay, and the first game we're gonna talk about for predictions. This one I know you guys are gonna have a little bit more to say than any of the other games. So
you
for
go.
the first game for the NFC East, it's gonna be the Cowboys versus the Giants.
This is another one where it's like
Yeah,
it really
you
matters.
really,
where this
yeah,
game
it
is
really
at.
does matter where they're playing,
In
It's
Dallas.
in Dallas.
and it's in
I'm still
Dallas.
going Giants.
It's in Dallas.
I'm going
I gotta agree with
Giants.
Alex.
Because there's not going to be Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know how Dak Prescott's going to do in his second year. It's really going to depend on this game for me. And Giants have had a pretty good defense.
Now this is where I'm going to differ from you guys.
I think that they're gonna throw the ball all over the Cowboys.
I think that this is in Dallas. The Giants are looking at missing Odell. The Giants are looking at missing
Oh,
Brandon
that is
Marshall.
That's what I was telling you
Wait,
earlier.
what's
and you
up
still
with- what's
said
up
that,
with Marshall?
that the Cowboys have terrible
The
corners.
Cowboys do have bad
their
corners.
secondaries are their whole entire
I forgot
secondary is
what's
terrible.
going
They're
on with
bad,
Marshall.
yes.
Hamstring?
Now, I'm going to differ from you guys, and
Or
I'm
no,
going to pick
shoulder,
the
I
Cowboys because it's in Dallas. If it's in New York, I pick the Giants. It's in Dallas, I pick Dallas. I'll take
Actually,
Dallas.
if both
I'm gonna
Odell
take Giants.
and Brandon Marshall are out, I think I will have to go with the.
I think
Yeah,
I
with
take
Cowboys.
Dallas just because I don't.
But
That's an interesting
but-
game though because the Giants have a really good secondary.
I think that game's going to depend on Darren McFadden's play, honestly.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. The Giants have a good secondary. We know the Giants have a good secondary. How does their front seven...
Olivier Vernon and JPP coming off the edges is
How
pretty
does their
good.
front seven hold up against that Cowboys line that pushes everybody off the ball?
Yeah.
I think that's your big battle in that game.
That's the biggest question right there. That's the big
And
question mark.
it's if the Giants can stop whatever receivers they're playing against Eli. Eli is due good for a good season. Let's be honest. Eli has a good season every 3 seasons. It's that season where he should be good.
And he's got
I think
possibly
that
the best
just
receivers he's ever had.
the
as well.
only reason I'm picking Dallas is because it's in Dallas.
Yeah. All right.
The only reason.
Trevor, Cowboys or Giants?
I'd honestly have to say Cowboys too. It's home turf, and the last couple of years I've heard of them playing. They've been doing a lot better than when I was growing up.
Right.
So
Right.
I haven't heard anything about the Giants. So I'm gonna give
the last
it
thing
to,
I heard was, just wait for playoff Eli loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
pretty
Decimated the
much.
Packers.
So I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I was really hoping
Cowboys.
that
I
the
would go
Giants
like
would have
this,
beat
Let's
the
say
Cowboys
Players.
because
Girls send me a
if they
number.
had beat the Cowboys or if they had beat the
Packers.
if the Giants had beat the Packers, the Patriots would not be Super Bowl champions right now.
But
So
do you think they could
who
have beat
are you
Atlanta?
picking? No,
For-
absolutely not.
For my pick, I am gonna go with the Cowboys. Yes, Cowboys home turf. They are missing a very big piece to
Ezekiel,
their offense in
I
Ezekiel.
don't really think that matters.
But
I think a lot rides on Dak as well. Yeah.
a lot of I think that's what it really is going to come down to. It's not going to be the running back. It's not going to be the receivers. It's really going to be
Dak.
Dak and putting up and showing up. I mean, like I said, he still has targets and like Des Bryant and all
Jason Witten.
Witten.
But the
you know what I
thing
mean?
is if they have even a mediocre running game, that's going to take almost all the pressure off of Dak.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
That's
the
why
reason.
running back
That's
is
the
key.
reason the Cowboys got the #1 seed last season.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
why.
I'm just
That's all
That's
I'm
why
saying.
it blew my
even
mind.
even
Listen,
without
guys.
about how many games Ezekiel Elliott won for them.
Listen, guys.
Versus how many
It
Dak Prescott actually won for them.
Literally,
When it counted.
it blows my mind that they gave Rookie of the Year to Dak over Ezekiel.
Yeah.
I was in shock. I couldn't believe
It's
it.
because he was a 4th rounder.
It's because he's a quarterback.
I think even
Let's be
without
honest.
Ezekiel
He was
Elliott,
no name
that
until
offensive line is going to
Romo
be
got
able to hold for almost any running back you
Yep.
put back there.
They didn't have
They're
any
going to have a good
expectations.
run game
No,
no matter what.
like,
Ezekiel
see here-
Elliott lived up to his
They have
expectations.
the best offensive
So-
Fair
line
enough.
in the league.
No, like, see
the run
here.
game is going to be
This
good
this
no
is
matter who
this
they
is
have
what
back
I'm going to
there.
go back to. I'm going to go back to the Giants front 7 defense.
I'm about to
Okay.
get some chicken nuggets.
Despite the fact that even if like McFadden doesn't perform well, Dak Prescott will still have Witten inside that front 7 for the Giants.
You're just saying
How-
that because you picked him in front of me, you son of a bitch.
No, I
So-
mean, well, that too. I mean, but like it's really one of those things. Like Witten, it's gonna the game is either gonna fall on Witten or it's gonna fall on McFadden. It's gonna be one of those two guys that are
If
actually
it
gonna.
falls on Witten, it's going to get done. If it falls on McFadden, it's an iffy.
Yeah.
So we got Cowboys, Giants, Cowboys.
I don't know. Did you pick Cowboys?
I pick Cowboys.
Yep. It's on the line,
Yeah.
Giants.
Next.
Okay.
I will say though, if that those receivers are healthy, I'm going to go with the Giants.
I think if
I say
Odell's
even
there-
if they're out,
if
I
Odell's
think it'll be a
there-
close game, but I still think Giants.
If
win.
Odell's there, he's gonna kill the Cowboys.
He's just gonna torch the Cowboys secondary.
That's kind of a dependent
Cowboys-
thing. I'll get
Cowboys
back to
have
you guys before
one-
when I have more information.
Good, really good defensive player, and he hasn't even been
Sean
that
Lee?
good lately because he's been hurt a lot.
Sean Lee.
Okay.
Maurice.
They got rid of Claiborne.
They did. Yeah, I forgot about that.
They got rid of
We have one of their safeties
Church.
now. Church went somewhere else. We had.
They got rid of all their secondary. That's what we're trying to say.
okay,
Next
right.
pick.
All
Let's
right. So the last for my list is gonna be. This one won't spark too much interest. Eagles versus Redskins.
go. Oh, actually, that sparks my interest.
It does because I don't know how that matchup is going to play out.
Exactly. It's a division game.
Yeah.
It's being played in Washington, and this is a contract year for Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins is going to be playing for his ass to stay in Washington. But then you have Carson Wentz, who played a really, really good couple preseason games.
And they have LeGarrette Blount now.
They have a Blunt, but that's a really interesting game. Neither of them have spectacular defense.
I don't know. I think the Eagles upped their defense better than Washington. Washington lost
But
pieces
I
on
don't
offense and defense.
I think that either of them are spectacular.
No. But I'm saying that I think as far as comparing the two teams, Eagles have a much better defense.
I think the Eagles are probably the better team, but it's a division game. It's in Washington. That's kind of an up in the air game. That's one of those games just like you don't really know how it's gonna play out.
I don't either. And
But
I'm gonna say Philadelphia, and I'm probably gonna say by less than 7.
I was also gonna say Philadelphia. I think Carson Wentz probably comes out and outplays Kirk Cousins.
I don't know if there's anybody that
too.
defense is going to be good enough to get multiple picks in that game.
I don't think the Washington star tight end is playing week 1.
Jordan Reed.
I don't think he's playing.
He is. He's projected for points.
Is he playing? Okay.
Okay, so
It'll be
I'm
interesting.
guessing
I think I'll pick Philly.
Philly for both of you guys.
I think I'll
Josh,
pick
what do
Philly.
you?
Well,
I guess he's going Philly too. What about you, man? I mean, do you go with Washington Redskins or do you go with Philadelphia Eagles?
I have to go with Philly, not because I care anything about either team.
It's because you like the cheesesteaks.
No. Well, yes.
Why did we
but
have
no.
the same thought process?
sorry,
Like
but-
cheesesteaks.
Because I want a cheesesteak right now.
My baby mama in Texas while we lived there was a diehard Redskins fan, and I had to get into fights about it. And I want to throw this in her face. Go Eagles!
See, this is why we have Trevor here. This is the real BS part of the whole thing, dude.
All right, let's get your.
All right,
that-
so
Hold up. A miracle just happened. Some wind started coming from that thing.
Oh,
Thank you.
She'd probably
Dude,
turn on the
I'll
AC
be
and
honest.
she'd
I've
probably
been
get
watching
ready to go to bed.
beat a sweat.
Yeah, just kinda
right
like-
there.
Yeah.
It's been
So hot
hanging
here.
there
Let's
for
get
like
your
20
pick.
minutes.
Let's get your pick.
for my personal pick,
Philadelphia.
I'm you know what? I'm gonna go with the Eagles. And
So
I didn't
Yeah!
That's the first.
We gotta do it.
That's the first one.
Hey,
we all
everyone
did.
all of us.
Yeah, we all
So
That was
I don't want to do this.
So,
That was a
sorry
very,
for your eardrums. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for your
Headphones.
eardrums.
I am not.
Yeah. I believe the Eagles will come in. I think Wentz will torch the Redskins defense.
That for me, that was one of those moments
Whoa,
where
whoa. The Redskins have Josh Norman, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
but he played mediocre last year.
I don't think he's as good as he was.
But let's not get it. Let's not say that. I don't think that they torch them. They have Josh Norman.
Yeah, but who they got on the other side?
I don't know, but they have Josh Norman.
Okay.
He'll just double the guy on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play some cover
So,
2. You
what
put
about-
Josh Norman on
what
the island.
about
You play
Zach
cover
Ertz?
2 behind him. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna be
How
a
long
blowout.
before Josh Norman gets kicked out of this next game?
Nah. I don't think it's
messes
a
with
blowout.
the-
I don't think it's a blowout.
my
I agree
mind
with you
too
that
much.
it's under 7 points.
My mind is still trying to retract from what just happened there because it was one of those moments where you talk with friends like, oh, let's do this, and when we do that, we're gonna do this, and blah blah blah. Because we've been talking about this podcast for over a year, and we finally got it started. And the first thing we ever did was when you and me sat down one night. The first time we did our little a league that we did.
Yep.
And we were talking about it. Every time we agreed on a pick, we all went, yeah! And we're like, we gotta do that! And for the first time ever that I've talked to people about doing something where other people could see it or whatever, it came true and my mind was like, oh shit, this is gonna fucking happen!
Alright. So those are basically the teams that I'm gonna be covering. I guess we'll go with
Josh.
I'll tag
Alright.
Josh in.
Alright.
Yeah.
Before this,
Yeshua.
I have to now. So I do have
it's
to go.
Jehovah.
My daughter has school in the morning, and I gotta be a responsible father.
Oh boy.
Alright, bro.
Here we go.
Ish.
Drink
Oh,
all
we
my
got a
alcohol
couple
and leave,
years
claiming you're
Yeah.
responsible.
I am not irresponsible. I'm
Just
responsibly ire.
Just make sure you're
Oh, boy.
covering the, because we don't want to be sponsoring certain, things right there. Around it.
Unhealthy
I think that's
establishments.
what I'm
Help the establishments of the,
We're in Las Vegas. Go gamble.
Alright.
Okay, I covered it.
As long as it's
All right,
someone
Josh.
else's money.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Josh, go ahead.
Hey guys.
Later.
See
Take
ya.
it easy, bro.
Alright, we're kicking this things off to my division. We're gonna go to the AFC East. Alright, first game.
Whoever the Dolphins are playing, the other
We already covered the Pats and in Kansas, so we really
Wait, what?
We already covered the Patriots in
Yeah,
Kansas
we already
City,
covered
so
that,
we don't
yeah.
gotta go over that.
Right.
So that only leaves 2 games left.
Okay.
We got
Are you laughing at what I said?
You didn't even chance out. We're starting my division. Whoever the Dolphins playing, the other team wins. First thing. He didn't even finish his sentence.
Oh the guy.
And I'm glad you said that because they're playing my team.
Alright, first game Bills Jets.
Oh, that's a
Bills.
horrible game. Bills.
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 That's an
We don't even need to know
abysmal.
where that game is. We don't need to know where that game is
That's a
played.
horrible game. That's the worst
Wait
game
a
of the
second.
season.
Don't they share field?
No, the Giants and the Jets do.
Oh, okay.
The Bills playing Buffalo, dickhead.
Yeah.
The Bills playing Buffalo, bro.
2 times.
They both play in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we don't gotta even go over
No.
analyzing any of that.
No.
One team.
I know all 3 of you are gonna choose Tampa on this one, but Tampa versus Miami.
It's in Tampa or Miami?
in
Miami.
But
In
it's
Miami?
45 minutes away.
It's still home field advantage.
Yeah.
Miami.
Sort of.
I'm sorry. I gotta go with Miami.
Miami.
That's fine. I'm actually kind of at a toss-up about this one. If it was Ryan Tannehill, it would be much closer. But I do think that Tampa comes out, but not by much.
I'm picking Miami. I think Jay Cutler has a good.
I think-
Jay
I think
Cutler has
Cutler-
his one good game of the season. He's usually good in week 1. That's about it. So I'll give Jay Cutler the win for his first game.
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to our secondary because we revamped it.
Okay.
That's all right. We'll just say like them feet, even though it's not on camera.
Right.
All right. Bronson. Miami, Tampa.
That's a good one for me.
It is a toss up, but I do think Miami comes out on that one.
Home field advantage goes to Miami, right?
Jay Ajayi had a great season last year. You've got Devontae Parker.
Jay
you've got
Clutchler.
Right.
Jarvis
Abysmal.
Landry, Kenny Stills.
Stealing from the city.
It's really
As
gonna
long
be.
as he doesn't underthrow, because we got Vernon Hargreaves and Brent Grimes who both have like 40-inch verticals.
Yeah.
This I think it's gonna be a really exciting game, just for the
That's
fact
why
you
we're
got
going to Buffalo Wild Dings.
just for the fact that you got
Truffalo.
you kind of have
Trial
of a
beans.
I know, right? You kind of have that
Truffalo trial
jumping
beans. Okay.
We're going to go to the place where the bison have wings. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where we're
right.
going.
Right.
Watch this.
For me, wise, it's really a toss up because like I'm looking at it like you. On one hand, you have the Dolphins with Jay Cutler, which he has been struggling all his years and whatnot. I mean, and then you got on the other end, you got Jameis Winston, who, in my honest opinion, he's actually been
He's been much better
impressing
than I
me.
thought. I was mad.
Yeah, like he's been impressing me.
We've stepped up our corners as well, though.
You can
Yeah.
ask him. I was at his house.
You were livid with that pick.
Oh, yeah.
Were you there too?
He was.
When they picked Jameis Winston over Mariota, I almost threw my phone.
He turned it off, walked outside and said, "We need to throw a football. I'm frustrated."
I didn't even remember.
For the
Who else
record,
we
I also
drafted?
thought that was a stupid pick. I thought Mariota was the better pick. Which
I still think he is.
still think Mariota's
Yeah,
the better
I do
pick.
too.
But Jameis
But-
Winston hasn't.
He's showing promise.
Yeah.
In
No.
I
think his accuracy needs
We're putting
work.
pieces around. Oh, that's the thing. He's been much better this preseason.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
So,
I'm just saying that's the main thing that he
yeah.
needs to work on. He has the
I-
arm strength. He needs the accuracy.
Yeah, you know what?
I'd say this game is going to
and
end up
he-
coming down
And
to a touchdown.
He's been
No.
a little spoiled
It's
because
gonna-
he
it's
had
gonna
Mike
win
by
Evans,
2
who's
touchdowns.
so big, and he can just chuck it up, and he gets it
I
multiple
think- I
times.
think-
Whoever wins,
Yeah.
it's by 14.
So you know what?
Watch.
In all honesty, I'm probably gonna have to go with Tampa.
Okay. Split.
Yeah.
Split.
It's a toss up on this game. I do think it will be a close game, though.
I think yeah.
It'll
I
be a
think
good game.
it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a really good.
I think
game to
it'll be
watch.
close game till the fourth quarter. Then whoever is winning may put an extra touchdown up.
So
Did you hear what I said?
No.
he said
I
whoever
literally
wins-
called whoever wins by 14.
Oh, I heard that, but I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't. I'm just saying it might end up being like a 10-point game. Like it's going to be like 3 points all the way through. Then at the end, it's just they go up. Someone goes up by 10 points and then just stops the other team.
I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Someone's going to throw a pick. It's going to be like a 7-point game. Someone's going to throw a pick. That team's going to come down and score.
We got a couple of pick throwers.
Exactly.
A couple of pick 6 throwers, actually.
Yep. That's what I think it's going to come down to. One team's going to be up by 7 going to the fourth. Team's going to throw a pick. Whoever throws that pick loses the game.
Yeah, whoever throws the pick.
I think it comes down to whoever has the least turnovers.
Right. I'm going to call it now in complete bias. Also, I'm going to say this. I'm going to do my best to not be an asshole during that game. Especially if we're winning. And I can't do it if we're losing. So.
I also promise if Jay Cutler beats you, I won't bring it up.
Bro, no.
Everybody that's on here will.
No. Listen to this asshole. A couple years ago, the Packers are playing the fucking Dolphins, right? The Dolphins are winning the entire game. I get non-stop texts from this guy, literally laughing in my face, telling me, I told you so. The Packers are going to lose. The Packers suck. The Dolphins are great. What happens? The Packers win on the final drive, clock at doubles or quad zeros, throws a touchdown pass. Aaron Rodgers throws a touchdown pass.
4 tires on it.
Aaron Rodgers throws a touchdown pass and beats the Dolphins. Silence from this guy. I'm like,
hey,
yeah,
he did his rage quit, fall asleep.
Exactly.
I probably did.
Yeah, he did not let me hear the end of it until we go down 2-minute drill, score with no time left, beat the Dolphins, and he was pissed.
I believe I did turn off my computer and went to sleep.
He didn't reply. I was like, yeah, who won the game, pussy? And he just wouldn't reply.
Miami do me angry.
Miami do me angry.
All right, what's the next game?
All right, so we're done with the AFC East. We're gonna switch things over to the complete opposite side. Go to the NFC West.
Okay.
All right, first game, Seattle Green Bay.
Green Bay, easy. It's in Green Bay. Cheeseburger Eddie's their running back in Seattle. Aaron Rodgers torches the washed secondary. It's over. They win by 17. No, just kidding. They probably won by 10, but
I'm gonna say Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yep. Green Bay as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not even a bias or anything. It's really just because, I mean.
No, it's complete bias for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Seattle.
If I'm being honest,
no bias was I'm gonna call either Vernon Hargreaves or Quan Alexander pick at the end of the game.
If I'm being honest,
on the final drive,
this has the potential to be an upset, and Seattle goes in and beats
Bobby McCain
beats Green Bay. If I'm being honest, if I'm being like a pure football fan and take my Packers fan out of this, Seattle has a really good chance of going and winning that game. If Eddie Lacy lost weight. If you remember Eddie Lacy when he came in at that weight, averaged 5 yards a carry. We don't know how our front seven is going to be. We don't know how our corners are going to be. Doug Baldwin's a beast.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's not bad. We get killed by the Seahawks every time.
I know that this is probably going to sound stupid, but I can't remember because I'm not a Packers fan. Do you still have B.J. Raji?
No.
Okay.
No.
You retired?
So, if I'm being honest, the Seahawks do have a chance to win this game, but week 1 in Lambeau, we don't typically lose.
Don't typically
lose.
Typically, the week 1 home team usually wins.
Yeah,
that's usually what
I am gonna rock with the Packers because of my bias, but I do give the Seahawks a chance to come in and upset.
That norm has been floating left and right a lot lately for the last 4 years.
Even with taking out my bias towards being a Green Bay fan and whatnot, I still don't think. The Seahawks have progressively
declined.
Declined.
I feel like
I was gonna say personally, I don't even think they're gonna make the playoffs
their
this year.
secondary.
I don't know because
the only way they do is if they beat their division, but I think Arizona's taking that division. I was the only one that thought that last week.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say with Jordy Nelson now being in his stride now, back to being into his stride.
Devontae Adams.
With Devontae Adams,
Randall Cobb,
and Randall Cobb still being in his full stride, dude. I mean, with Jordy Nelson doing the long ball, with Devontae Adams doing the short game and whatnot, I don't know how well Ty Montgomery is gonna do, but like I said, I don't believe that Seattle secondary is good anymore.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're competitive.
They're good.
They're not competitive anymore.
We got Earl Thomas coming off a really big injury.
Right.
We've got Sherman, who's still on the upper tier of corners. but I think he's on the decline.
Yeah, he's on the decline.
I don't know who their
eyes.
second corner is.
That's what I'm saying.
They have Cam Chancellor.
But I still don't see the
I don't think
relevancy.
I don't
in
think
their
we stop the
secondary
Packers
anymore.
in Green Bay. If it's in
Yeah.
Seattle, I pick Seattle.
Yeah, if it was in Seattle, I'd probably pick Seattle. In all honesty, if it was in the bird nest,
yeah,
the
12s,
yeah.
All right, then. Switching things over to Detroit and Arizona.
Damn, where's that game at?
Wow.
That's a good game. It's in Detroit.
I'm going Detroit.
Yeah.
I got to. Arizona's defense is kind of questionable to me. I got to see how they play out. They got two really good backfield players.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Tyrant and
Patrick.
You know
he's
what?
a corner.
You know what?
It's
I'm
still
gonna
back,
pick
though.
Detroit for that purpose. And you know who I'm saying is gonna be the MVP of that game? Abdullah, the running back.
Oblongata.
Yeah. Abdullah
Wait,
Oblongata.
is this another yaw moment?
Nah,
No?
I'm taking Cardinals.
Okay.
I think that the Lions have zero shot of stopping David Johnson.
Probably.
It's gonna be a high scoring game. I do think that the Cardinals defense is better than the Lions defense.
I gotta turn my phone down when people text me.
I think the Cardinals edge the game out because their defense is slightly better. I'll take the Cardinals in an upset in Michigan.
Huh?
It's not in Michigan. It's in Detroit.
Detroit.
South America.
South.
America. All right, Josh, you need to stop texting your boyfriends there. And
You
let's
pick the
move on.
Lions?
Yeah, Lions.
So Lions, Cardinals.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a
we
very
go
big
to
deficit.
LA Rams and Indianapolis. That's gonna
Rams.
be
Rams. They're at home,
close.
right?
All right.
I will have to go with Rams.
Yeah,
Rams are at
I'm
home.
gonna go Rams.
I'll take the
not by
Rams.
much, but Rams.
I do not think Indy has a good season this year. They're gonna
like
suck.
I think Andrew Luck bounces back.
I don't think Andrew Luck ever bounces.
Who's the
back.
Rams quarterback?
Jared Goff?
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Indy.
Okay. No. See
Indy.
I
what
don't think
did
Andrew
what
Luck's
this
playing
Let's check.
Yeah,
what I
check.
what I
I thought
what
he
I
was gonna be out for a
see
while.
what I see with this game going on, it's gonna be the battle of the running backs because their quarterbacks are
Gurley versus Gore.
that game is really gonna be Gurley versus Gore, and whichever
The
one of
thing
their
is,
running backs
Rams have a mid-grade defense,
Mhm.
and Indy sucks ass.
So I think Gurley will torch their defense and
He has
Rams
a
will take
shoulder. Andrew Luck has a shoulder injury. No target date for a return.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I
Yeah,
think
and
he's
then
missing
now
at least
Andrew
half
Luck
the
is
season.
out, so
Rams.
Yeah, Rams. I think we're
Rams.
See, like things like that, you gotta have the quick. No luck. Backup.
I'd like to pick the Rams.
Tolzien.
Is it
Ex-Packers.
Is it
Scott
Tolzien
Tolzien.
or is it Painter or is it White?
Tolzien. I'll take the Rams. That's a wrap for that.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, now we have fingers.
I couldn't reach.
Yeah, that was it.
Panthers, 49ers?
Panthers. No questions.
I'm going Panthers.
No questions.
Panthers. Yeah. Okay, well,
I hate to say it, but I have everybody in my division winning, starting at 1-0.
like
sucks
the
ass.
Panthers, 49ers.
Everybody in your division except for one team.
Panthers,
I kind of want to
49ers.
write down my
Tampa Bay.
predictions so I have them.
No, I'm saying what I picked.
No, I know. I want to write down mine so I can remember, so we can compare once week 1 comes around. Is that all for your games?
I'm gonna honestly say
There's last
That's it.
week.
All right, so we went over Seattle, Green Bay.
We'll have to get a big paper at the end of this, write down every game, and then we'll write down 4 different
So
slots.
we went
and
over
we'll
Green Bay,
pick
Seattle. We went over Detroit, Arizona.
Don't need a cue card anymore.
Okay, so I'm going NFC.
Arizona.
I'm taking this down to the NFC, up to the NFC North. So we got Minnesota, New Orleans.
I got New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't. New Orleans defense sucks.
It's in Minnesota. I got Minnesota.
New Orleans defense sucks pretty bad, but I don't know if that Minnesota offense can produce anything.
Hey, 5-0 last year.
I I really, really want to say
I know,
They
but
bring in a
but
good
who
running
did they
back.
pay? Or who did they play?
Hey, 5-0. They were the
And-
last
and-
undefeated team.
Yeah,
got-
but you
they-
just said earlier you wouldn't take Sam Bradford.
No, we're not taking him as a
And you're
franchise
talking about-
quarterback, but he can beat New Orleans. Sorry ass defense.
Yeah, but you don't think that Drew Brees is going to light it up?
In Minnesota, no, not that defense.
It's a dome. He's going to do just
not
fine.
that defense.
I think he's going to light it up.
I think I got Minnesota.
I got New Orleans.
I really want to say New Orleans, but there's a big part of me that's saying, you dummy, you're picking the Vikings, so I got to go with the Vikings.
I think that defense is that defense is solid.
For the exact same reasons that Lathan is saying.
They got a top 5 defense.
I'm gonna go with
Top 20 maybe.
I'm gonna go with
Top five.
I'm gonna go with New
I
Orleans.
wouldn't say that.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans as
I'm
well.
telling you, week 6 come around, I give top 5.
top 5.
Like
We're
basically,
not talking about week 6, we're talking about week 1.
I know, but I'm telling
Top
you.
5
that,
week 1.
That they're, all the
Like-
stats combined is going
like
to
in all honesty, like I feel like
especially against New
Brees
Orleans, who
is
even when
gonna-
they play good
is gonna
defenses,
work his magic
they
against
put
the
up 30
Minnesota
points.
defense. But yes, there is that problem of New Orleans. You might as I mean, in all honesty, their defense looks like you might as well just take all of their players.
New Orleans
This
Doesn't
defensive
have wide
players,
receivers.
The
Put 'em
Saints and
aside.
the Chargers are basically the same. One for AFC and one for NFC.
The Saints don't
They
have
may-
wide receivers.
They may win or lose, but they will put up almost 30
But
points a
I-
game.
What team did you compare them to?
Saints and
Chargers.
Chargers. They may win or lose.
They both have shit defense.
but they have quarterbacks that will throw
Ooh.
to anybody, even when there's no wide receivers.
Yeah. No, true.
They will light up the scoreboard. But the thing is the defense may allow more points.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. So
I'm
we got
just,
New
I'm
Orleans,
just saying
Orleans,
that
Minnesota.
Minnesota's offense,
Yeah, so
I don't
split
think
it
can
down the
keep
middle.
pace. Because you said Stephon Diggs. Who else?
We only have a running back, so.
Yeah, but
Who's their other wide receiver? I don't know. I don't really care for the Vikings. I'm a Packers fan, so.
Yeah.
I don't like picking the Vikings, but I'm picking the Vikings. We got ATL, Chicago.
Atlanta.
That's a hands down, dude. That's a hands down, bro. Like,
It's not going to be close.
yeah,
No.
and it's not even gonna be close.
if it is,
Yeah.
the Bears are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. It's not close. And then, so that's it for the NFC North, one of the other games in there. And then we'll take it down to the AFC South.
That pen going in real quick.
So we have Houston, Jacksonville.
Houston.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Houston.
I'm going to go Houston as well,
Where's this game?
even with Chad Henne. I
Where's
think
this
it's in
going?
Jacksonville. No, Houston, right there. It's in Houston.
Yeah,
Oh,
In
I'm gonna go
Houston,
Yeah, I'm
their
gonna go with
defense is
Houston.
back. They've got everybody, what looks like fully healthy.
Deshaun starts? No?
Maybe, even if Tom Savage starts, if Jacksonville can't put up any points with that lackluster offense,
They have good wide receivers. They don't have a
yeah, I was going to
quarterback.
say lackluster quarterback situation.
Mhm.
A question mark at running back because we don't know how he's going to do,
Fournette, yeah.
and a pretty good defense, but then you have the possibility of Deshaun Watson starting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
go
going
with Houston.
Houston.
I'm going
I'll
with
go
Houston.
Houston.
I'm going to say low scoring game, but I'm going Houston.
Yeah.
Bro, what is wrong
Yeah.
with you? This started working immediately.
Houston. Whatever, bro. And then we got Indy Rams. Did we go over that game?
Yeah, we already did that.
Okay.
Rams.
And Tennessee Oakland. We went over that too, right?
Yep.
Alright.
All right, I got 2 games left because they're all playing people within their division, so nobody else covered them yet.
I know one of them it's gotta be.
Cincinnati versus Baltimore, and I believe it's in Baltimore.
Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that.
Does
Cincinnati.
Flacco come out and?
He's not playing week 1.
Oh, he's not.
Cincinnati.
Oh.
their
Ryan
back?
Mallett. Cincinnati. That defense is gonna bump Mallett around all day,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Get on the
I
line,
think
huh?
I think Cincinnati.
and they don't have a good running back. Danny Woodhead, I think, is their starter.
I think Cincinnati goes for it, bro.
I think
That's
Cincinnati,
another
and I
tough-
don't think it's very close actually.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna.
See,
I think.
I want to believe that, but it's a goddamn division game, and they're always close.
I will say Cincinnati, but I
Unless
think
it's the
it'll be
Packers and
closer
the Bears, then
than
we
Houston,
blow them
I
out.
think.
And then Jay Cutler just hands over the ball to
See,
everybody.
that's
No, but you, I bet you agree with me on this one. that if Clay Matthews ever catches an interception, you really fucked up.
Oh yeah.
You probably should like
That guy's got bricks for
you
hands.
you probably should terminate your quarterback contract immediately.
I'll take Cincy, AJ Green as a big game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a low. I mean, not necessarily low scoring game. It's gonna be a close game. There's gonna be a lot of big plays.
Well,
there's gonna
this,
be a lot
this might be the chance for what's his name to get started. The speedy receiver.
John Ross.
This might.
there
this
you
might
go.
be his chance to get
Yeah.
started.
Yeah,
This might be his chance to get a nice head of steam going into the season.
I think so too.
All right.
This is where he can prove what he can do.
Cincinnati.
Yeah. We all in it.
I know. You
Lathan ain't gonna do it no more.
I know you don't like doing it, but I have to do at least one episode because
For one episode,
a year ago.
it was just that
It was
I had
really
to have
that
that realization.
Yeah.
All right. Originally, we came up with this idea a year ago. We were all supposed to be wearing morph suits. He has a morph suit tuxedo thing.
All right, everybody
It's too
here's
hot
the
for
middle.
that shit.
Versus Cleveland. Who wins?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
The other team.
the other team.
Not Cleveland.
Pittsburgh in a bull.
Well, that was the episode. Bye.
Is it in Pittsburgh?
In a
It's in Cleveland.
close game.
Close game.
I think it's a blowout.
Close game. I'll give Cleveland the benefit of the doubt with all their
I
draft
think-
picks.
I
They
think-
got 3 first-round draft
I think
picks.
Little Watt is gonna drag Isaiah Crowell all over the place.
said
Yeah,
Little Watt?
y'all all picked TJ Watt as your number
You're
one
right.
rookie of the year.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
And I mentioned him at number 3 on my list. So, suck a dinko.
Yeah, that's.
I'll still give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, watch.
Game 1. I'll give it
And
a
Brock
close
Osweiler
game.
might be starting.
No, watch. I'm telling
Blowout.
It's a blowout. Yeah, you changed it again.
If Deshaun Kaiser starts over Osweiler, it's a closer game.
He said it's a blowout.
It's a closer game. We'll see.
Not a close game.
I don't know. I think that the Browns did add a lot of pieces, so we'll see how those pieces play out.
Yeah, but they also got rid of him.
The score difference is gonna be huge.
Who's our running back?
Isaiah
Really?
Crowell. That's what
It's
I
gonna
just said.
the
I think
score
TJ
difference.
Watt's
It's
drag
gonna
him
be
all over the
huge. It's gonna be huge. The score difference.
Yeah.
Biggest there's ever been. It's gonna be huge.
Either way, the Steelers win the game.
There's nothing political about that.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. Biggest score difference. The history of score
You think
difference.
that's it? You think that's the biggest? You think that's the
Pittsburgh
biggest?
just has it.
You think
That's
that's the
it.
biggest
That's all
blowout
it
week
is.
1?
That is
You think that's the most point separation
Absolutely.
week 1?
absolutely.
I don't know, Atlanta and Chicago.
We can talk about this since we're out of predictions for that. Let's say who's gonna be the biggest blowout.
Week 1, I'm going to say biggest blowout. Let me look at this. Where's my phone?
I'm gonna go with.
Let's
Still
get
going
the-
with
let's just get the
Steelers.
game.
I don't know
Let's
if
get
it's
the
gonna be
games.
the Steelers Browns game or the ATL Chicago game.
It's
Like,
gonna be Steelers Browns,
oh my
bro.
god, like, it's a hard decision because I mean you talk about like yes, I mean
Yes.
ATL.
It's gonna be Ruthless Burger all over the place.
You mean Rapist Burger?
No, ruthless is because you can be ruthless to that defense. Just
yeah, but
Rapist
then-
Burger. He's gonna rape that defense.
Yeah,
I guess
but then
that
you gotta
works, too.
remember it's gonna it's gonna be Matt Ryan against the Bears.
There it is.
Matt Ryan.
I think
against
the Bears has a slightly better defense
The
than the
Bears
Browns, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a kind of a wild card game, and I'm gonna say the Panthers kill the 49ers.
You think
I
that's
was
gonna be
looking
the
at
biggest?
that one, but it's in San Francisco.
I say the Panthers going to kill the 49ers. Murder them.
I
I think Cam
just-
Newton.
I'm calling
I think
Browns.
Christian
Even,
McCaffrey.
Browns do not
Cam
even
Newton?
score a point.
I'm calling Bills over the Jets.
You think that's a blowout?
I think the Bills are going to put up
It's gonna
28
be
on the
big,
Jets, and the
but
Jets 28. 28.
Oh, I was like, whoa, bro.
They're going to get 28 in the game and maybe get to 48 the rest of the season. Okay. No, but I think the Jets are going to score maybe 3.
I'll take the Panthers over the 49ers.
Taking
The biggest
Browns-
I should
blowout.
probably do
Browns-
the rest of the games first.
It's gonna be a
though. That's
blowout.
all that one
Browns
I
will
got
score.
excited.
As long as and if at any point Cam Newton, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it's really gonna come down to this first game is gonna definitely depict how Cam Newton is going to be this season. If Cam Newton can get the ball rolling and not be a big ass crybaby about it, about like losing games and whatnot.
That's it.
and that's the thing that makes me so mad.
He said, bitch.
And that's the thing that makes me so mad is that I think Carolina has a lot of good pieces.
I think that Cam having an option to dump off to McCaffrey
And still get a
helps him
touchdown.
immensely.
Yeah.
Still have to have a chance to get.
But
I think that 49ers team is they're
Cardinals.
rebuilding. Their defense is abysmal.
No,
I think
come on,
that they have
do it correctly.
abysmal. They have a new coach. They have a new coach who's an offensive-minded coach, and they don't have much offense for him to manage.
When
that
you are
Carolina
here,
blows them
your
out.
name is going to be Steve.
I think that Carolina blows them out. I think that's the biggest blowout of week 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Write
gonna
down your
go.
picks so we can recall them in 3 weeks.
I'm
Give
gonna.
me a piece of paper or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna.
Here,
go
I'll
with
write them
the-
all down.
Yeah. Just write it all down on the list.
Alright.
For me,
For all games?
All right, yeah.
No,
I'll just
no,
pull up
just
the schedule.
the
I'll
biggest
pull up
blowout.
No,
no,
every
no,
person's
every-
biggest blowout.
Everybody's
Okay.
biggest blowout.
Of the
Oh,
season
I
or
got-
week 1?
Week 1.
Week 1, I got Carolina over San Francisco.
Just go down the list and then we'll name them.
I mean, you agree.
What?
All
Do
right.
the Browns.
Actually,
No.
I'm going to
No?
give you your
Actually,
own page because I got
No,
a couple other
actually,
things that we're going to write down our picks for.
Cool. I like that.
So,
So for
Upset.
my upset of the week, it's gonna be. I mean, not
I said
upset.
upset.
Sorry, blowout.
That's it.
I said
No,
upset.
you said
You
upset.
both said it.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So for my blowout score of the week, it's
That's next.
okay. So for my blowout, it's gonna be ATL versus Chicago,
Okay.
and ATL is gonna run that Chicago team ragged, dude.
Okay.
I have no doubt.
I don't doubt it either.
I started. It was me.
Oh.
What?
You said upset.
I wrote up. Which I actually haven't even seen that movie, by the way.
That's a good movie.
That's what everybody says.
It's
Well,
alright.
it looks like a bitch movie.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. Like I haven't
Seen
like
bitch and
fully.
pieces.
It's like bits and pieces.
Alright, I gotta calm down for a second.
biggest upset. Put me down for Steelers, Browns.
Okay.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
Yeshua.
Joe Hua.
Johua. See, this is where we need to start coming like more prepared with all of us having pens.
I could barely find one for myself.
I have a pen in my room.
I do have a pen in my room.
A pen.
One.
No,
Yeah, one.
actually, it's stuck in my
I stole it.
uniform. It's in my shirt.
I stole it.
Yeah.
They gave me a pen to sign something. I took that bitch because it was cool. Don't act like y'all never stole a pen. That
Yeah,
looked
that's
kind of
true.
nice.
No, actually, I haven't.
Yikes.
I kind of want those pens where you turn it upside down and whatnot, or you turn it right side up and like.
Usually, I'm not worried about having the nicest pen on the block.
Dang.
So,
Yeah, I just want one of those pens that like when you turn the pen sideways or upside down and whatnot, it just makes the girl naked.
you live in Vegas. Go somewhere. You'll find one.
www.
Naked girl pens.
Naked girl pens.
Naked grandma pens.
Naked grandma.
Who's your biggest blowout?
Buffalo.
Naked
Over.
grandma.
New
Oh,
York?
we all
Yeah,
picked
Jets.
different games. That's,
Yep.
that's
I like
interesting.
that. I like that.
I like that, dude. I like that we all
I
picked different games.
appreciate that, yo. We're a very diverse group of how we think. I think me and Alex are probably the most opinionated, but like we also have like the most disagreements.
Josh is just kind of staring off into space half the time.
I just try not to be an a-hole about it as well.
Well, I stopped
Yeah,
talking.
I
and
respect-
then people
I respect
keep
what
talking
you
louder
say.
than me, so I just stopped
I try.
talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured.
Now you bring up good points, and
I usually
always good
I
to
try
debate.
to. Like I said, I wish I knew what I was talking about.
I
Me-
always get over talk. So
Like
I
with
just
me.
let it go.
Well, you just gotta be
Well, that
like
was
me.
the point of.
And it still didn't work.
You
I
just gotta be
think
like
it was
me,
much
man.
better though.
I heard you a lot more.
Yeah, I think it was much better.
First episode, I didn't hear you say
All right.
nothing.
So I got something I want you to do, Josh.
Yeah, schwat. Oh, yo,
I want you to
Joe
go
Hua.
ahead and lead those next two right there, the top two with the sharpie marks on them.
Sleepers.
Yeah, your sleeper, a sleeper for AFC and NFC
Season. Or
for entire season. Who's a sleeper? Who's going to either sneak into the playoffs or blow this season open?
I'm gonna stick with what I said to begin with the Dolphins because nobody thinks that the Dolphins are gonna go to the playoffs. That's gonna be my sleeper team for the AFC.
All right, what about NFC?
NFC.
Make sure you write your stuff down as you do it on your paper.
I'm sticking with my same picks too.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Buccaneers.
Okay. Okay.
I want to say a team, but it depends on whether they start a certain quarterback or not. If Houston starts Deshaun Watson, I think they are going to blow the AFC open. But if they don't, I don't think they're going anywhere.
Yeah. I'm sticking with my same sleepers too. Sleepers.
Or your sleeper teams.
For AFC, I got Tennessee.
See, the thing is, I don't see them as a sleeper because I think they're going to dominate quite a few games this year.
See, but I don't think people have them going very far. I got them as my team that probably has a better record than people think. And NFC, who I don't think, or even who people probably don't even give them a chance to make the playoffs, is the Lions.
Really, I think they would be one of the top teams because of what they did last year without Calvin Johnson. I don't even know who their running back is.
Abdullah.
Oh yeah,
Abdullah Ablingada.
He made
All
that
right.
joke about 10 minutes ago and forgot.
All right, for my AFC sleeper, I am gonna put Houston. I'm going to risk it.
Okay. You think they'll beat out Tennessee in the division
If
Watson
Deshaun
starts?
Watson plays, I think they have a chance just because their defense is that much better.
Okay.
I think Houston is a top 5 defense.
I agree. Think you finally have Watt and Clowney back? Yeah, I can see it.
My NFC sleeper, and really this depends on the first couple of weeks for me. Arizona.
Okay.
I think they're going to blow the doors open way further than everybody thinks they're going to be. I think a lot of people think they're between 5 and 7 wins. I think they're going to get around 10.
Okay.
I think that's what I said last week.
We also don't remember what we said last week, so our opinions will probably vary week to
I've
week.
got it in that book somewhere.
I just say shit how I'm feeling in the moment. So
Yeah.
All right. What was the next one?
I didn't read
he's
it
got
off.
he got to pick his sleepers.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Not
pick your sleepers.
pen.
I'm a sleeper right now.
You know what? For the AFC, I'm gonna go with Tennessee as well. I like Tennessee. I think that's really the general rule of thumb with Tennessee. I don't think same thing with him. It's like I don't think a lot of people see them going very far. But I mean, I don't even see them going incredibly far.
I think they win the division, probably win the wild card playoff game, and then lose.
Yeah, that's what I think. You know what I mean? They at least make playoffs.
I
You know
gotta
what I mean?
see how their defense comes together.
So yeah,
But
so
again,
the Nori
I would
helps
say
them.
Yeah, I think that maybe what bumps them in the top 16, but I don't know about much further than that.
Yeah, I think they'll go to playoffs. They'll probably win their wild card game. Then that's about it. But I don't think people have them going even that far. I think people probably have Houston winning that division.
and
Actually, from what I've heard, is a lot of people actually picking Tennessee
Really?
because of the Houston quarterback situation.
Fair enough.
But that's why I'm picking Houston is because the possibility
Fair
of
enough.
Watson coming out.
right. For For the NFC, man, that's gonna be a good one. Fuck it. Damn. Okay. I don't know who I want. The sleeper team.
Uh-oh. Your boy's rocking the glasses.
Who?
Looking clean. Look at Lathan. He's ready to this
Darn it! Hold on. I'm really torn on this one. I'm gonna look up something real quick.
He's ready to bounce it up. What? He's ready to thrust.
Huh? 15 minutes till we reach exactly what we were last. So we're at 2:15 right now. I think 2:30 is a good number. Just try to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Especially with how late we started.
Yeah, let me see that one. Yeah, no, I wanted to start with. Oh, you know, I'm done. It's right here.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say for my NFC team, I think I'm gonna go with Tampa. I think I'm gonna go with Tampa.
We'll talk about that one and that one, see where we're at, and if we
Which
have
two?
that one and that one.
I can't tell you.
Wait, how many more minutes we
I
got?
can't read from that.
Well, how much longer?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
So teams that you think are pretenders instead of contenders, teams that you think people are overrating.
Oh, that's easy for me. NFC, Cowboys.
I agree. Damn.
My AFC is going to be New England.
No. Take that back.
My NFC is going to be Seattle.
I was going to say my NFC is going to be Seattle. And who'd you say for AFC?
New England.
You think so? I'll take NFC Seattle. I think I agree with you a lot on that one. I was actually going to change to that after I just looked.
I had a feeling you might.
AFC, it's a little bit tougher. I feel like the AFC is not.
Indianapolis might be one because a lot of people, I think, are projecting around 7 to 9 wins.
Wow.
I don't think they're gonna do anything.
See, for my NFC pretender, my pretender team is gonna be New York Giants.
Okay.
I honestly think I think they're more of a
I'm gonna go
pretender.
Denver AFC.
I think for the New York Giants, it's one of those things. It's the only reason why they're. I think the only reason why they were even talked about last season was because of the drama surrounding Odell.
Their defense was good.
Yeah,
Their defense was
at
decent.
The
Very
last
good,
8 weeks
Until
of the
they
year,
played the
were
Packers
number 2.
in the playoffs,
But
they shut everybody down.
Yeah.
You can't shut down A-Rod.
Who's your really hyped up AFC team?
Patriots. That's it. Patriots.
But I
Patriots, Steelers, and KC.
Oakland.
Patriots, KC, Oakland.
Ooh, that's tough though, because I think all three of them are gonna.
Pittsburgh, yeah. It's all like your division winners. It's like they got Oakland winning that division. They got Pittsburgh winning that division.
I don't know if any of them are
got,
pretenders.
They've got New England winning that division. They got KC winning that division. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to kind of go lower because I think that like it's not necessarily like who you think is gonna win that division is the pretender. It's like who do you think they have projected winning maybe 7 games, and you maybe think is only gonna win 4 games.
A lot of
like
people
that.
outside of sports books obviously are predicting New England at like 14 to possibly undefeated. I say
poppycock.
I say at least probably around 12.
Last podcast,
11
I
or
said they
12.
were gonna have a 14-game season. I'm sticking with what I said previously.
I think I said 11 or 12. I can't remember. I think 12, 13 max. I don't think 14. I would like to say Cowboys, but because of that offensive line, I have to see what their run game looks like before I say that. That's the only reason. for the NFC. Seattle, they're just.
I can't
They're
think of
just
a
on the way
AFC
down.
team right now. Off the top of my head.
Like I said, Indianapolis. He said Denver.
I got
Denver's
Denver,
good
yeah.
pick.
Are people actually predicting Indy to go like?
7 wins.
7
maybe.
to 9 wins, but I
Alright,
don't.
I'm
I don't
going
think-
Indy then because I
I
don't
don't-
think they're winning that many.
I
They're
don't
they're
think
won
they're
4 or
gonna
5.
break 4.
I think they won maybe 5 at most.
I don't even think they break 4. I think they're top 10 picks again next
Yeah.
year.
I'm gonna have to go
Probably, yeah.
Indy for AFC.
Especially with luck not even on a timetable.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was like that.
Gore's
on his way out.
Gore's still
Gore's
efficient,
old.
but he's getting
He's old. Yeah, he does. You gotta take as many carries.
See this
Their
real quick.
defense is absolutely
Is it
terrible.
magnetic or?
No. Dingus?
Oh, it
Thing.
pops out. Oh, that's
Yeah. So my pretenders are NFC Giants, AFC
that's
Indiana.
Cool.
Minneapolis.
All right.
Let me see that pin. I need to finish my AFC.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna write this real quick.
I don't know. Maybe I should go Broncos.
All right. Teams that made the playoffs last year or had a good year that you think are gonna fall out of contention or
Who
fall out
made
of
the
good
playoffs? That's the real question. Minnesota.
New England,
Did Minnesota?
Pittsburgh,
No, they didn't.
New
Who made
England,
that? The Lions?
Detroit, yeah.
Shoot,
New
I gotta
England,
see who
Pittsburgh,
made the playoffs.
Oakland, Kansas City, Houston, Miami. And that's the AFC. NFC was Atlanta, Green Bay, New York,
I'll look right now.
Dallas,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right
Detroit, and
I got it.
the
I got it right here.
last one.
I got it right
missing
here.
one.
We got Giants, Packers, Raiders, Texans, Lions, Seahawks, Dolphins.
I'll be right back, guys.
Steelers,
Last one.
Gotta take a break.
and then Falcons, Patriots,
This is 8.
Chiefs.
We only got like 10 minutes left.
I think that the Dolphins fall out of the playoffs. I think that Seattle falls out. No, I think Seattle probably wins that division.
I'm sticking with what I said before. I'm thinking Dallas is not.
I
in the
think
playoffs.
Houston Dolphins don't make the playoffs.
Dallas does not make playoffs.
Did I have the Giants win
my-
that division?
My biggest team that drops off from what they were last year, I'm going to say Atlanta. I'm going to say that they may barely skim a wild card spot.
I think the Dolphins, the Texans, and the Cowboys don't make the playoffs.
I will have to say that if in the AFC, as far as teams that have made the playoffs, that I think might not make the playoffs, it has to be Miami. Even though I do think they will, but if I have to pick a team, it's gonna be Miami.
I think that 3 teams don't make it. I think that the Titans make it instead of the Texans. They win that division. I don't think the Dolphins get the wild card. And I don't think the Cowboys win that division. I think the Giants win that
But
division.
for Houston, are you saying that they're going to have a significantly significantly worse season than they did?
I don't think they make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is somebody that's got a significantly worse season than they did last year.
The Texans.
Okay.
Oh,
How many?
I thought we were saying playoff teams that aren't making the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought you
I said that's what I meant. Is
I don't think any
most
of these
this-
teams. See, like the thing is all of these teams. I don't think they have significant drop offs. I think that the Texans barely miss the playoffs. They come and they get second in that division. I think that the Dolphins probably get second in that division and barely miss the playoffs. I think the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys win the division, but they might get the wild card.
Yeah, that's still a big
I
drop off.
think Dallas has
Fair
a
enough.
That's what
big
I'm saying.
drop
Fair
off.
My 3 teams actually all happen to be in the NFC. My biggest team.
We're not
that's
doing
gonna-
AFC, NFC.
I can't even think of an NFC team or AFC team that's gonna have a significant drop off from.
Neither
production
can
what they
I.
did
So
last
I'm just
year.
gonna say
Maybe the
NFC
Dolphins
Dallas.
with Jake Kletchler.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, but they only were 10-6.
Listen,
so even
he's
if
not
they
gonna.
go 8-8,
He's
it's
not gonna have
Fair
a
enough.
He's not gonna have a crazy
I
drop off.
agree.
Him
That
and
I don't think.
Tannehill literally have basically
I
the same
agree.
specs.
I agree
He's
that
not gonna drop
nobody
off.
probably has
I
a
just need you to get rid of
significant.
Tannehill then.
No one has a significant drop off, but if I were to pick people that don't make the playoffs, it's going to be the Dolphins and the Texans. I think that the Cowboys maybe squeeze in, but I don't think anybody has a significant drop off. I think that people
Significant
drop
drop-offs?
off a little bit.
I
What
don't
the
know if I
Cowboys
can
go?
have it AFC.
14-2.
Did they?
Yes. I think
I think they go 10
might,
and 6.
Yeah, I was saying
9
might
and
crack
7.
10.
Yeah. Dallas.
So that's
my
That's
fallout
significant.
that's a
team.
5 game
Cowboys.
difference.
Cowboys. That's it.
Mine is Atlanta. I think they go from their
13-3?
13 down to 10, maybe 9.
Okay.
I think they're gonna have.
They have
a huge
internal
drop.
conflict, so you might be
Yeah.
right.
And then Seattle, they're not gonna have a huge drop off in their
Record.
but the quality of play is going to drop like crazy. But their division is so bad that they can still keep the record.
Fair enough.
That's the only one where I find an exception with the record stance.
Gotcha.
I can't think of an AFC team, so
I
I'm
can't
I'm
either.
just sticking with just Dallas.
I'm just listening to any of them that I think of. I'm not just picking one.
Yeah,
I'm just
I was gonna just do one from AFC, one from NFC, but since I can't think of AFC, I'm just sticking with the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I think Atlanta, Dallas, and Seattle have significant drop offs.
I agree with you on Atlanta.
I don't know if they have a significant drop off. I think they have a
And
drop off. I think they still
I-
win the division. I think they still win the division.
It's
easily.
possible.
Who's in that division is going to beat them?
He's gonna say the
I was
Bucks.
gonna say the only person that I think has even a chance, which I'm not saying is gonna happen, would be Tampa. So I think Carolina's still gonna be in a bit of a
I
slump.
think Carolina has a better chance to win that division than Tampa. That's just me, but I don't think
even
that the
they're
Falcons
gonna
have
break 7 wins.
I don't think the Falcons have enough competition in that division to lose it with the talent that they have on that team, regardless of their internal conflicts. The talent that they have on that team, I think
between
they
their
still
internal
win.
conference, and I think that their defense is gonna finally show how they're not as good as a lot of people think they are. And I think their defense
They'll get the
is
job
gonna
done. They'll win 12 games, maybe 11, 12.
I'm saying 10 at most. I think that's what I said. 10. I think I had both them and Tampa both at 10 and 6, because it puts at Tampa at a 1 game more than they did last year. And I think that it's just going to come down to division record, and
I think
that's
Atlanta has a better one.
that's a toss up, honestly.
I think Atlanta has a better division.
Just because half the teams are dome and half of them aren't. And Carolina, I think we've split almost every year, except the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think they swept us,
Because what were they, 15-1 or something like that?
something like that. But then the year after that, we swept them. Atlanta, we swept them 2 years ago. Last year we split it, and they went to the Super Bowl. And New Orleans.
That's how the division games go.
Yeah, we've been splitting. Well, that's what I'm saying is the division record could go any way as far as if Tampa and Atlanta do have the same record. So I'm saying it could be 4-2 versus 3-3.
Gotcha.
So,
I think that's about it.
I think that's really it. There's more stuff that we could go over, but we're kind of at a time limit where we're just pushing a lot of people's
pushing a lot of people's
attention
limits.
span.
well,
Yeah.
not necessarily their attention span, their ability to put up with our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Until next time, I guess.
until next time,
So on that note, guys, thank you for watching.
be sure to follow.
Bye.
No, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Comment.
Everybody but Josh.
Comment your opinions.
Subscribe.
Comment your opinions.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
opinions.
Uh,
if you have
here-
something to say, if you think we're idiots, tell us we're idiots.
If you have ideas that you would like to see us do in the
Future
in
videos, future
in the
podcasts.
videos,
Either
ideas
leave a comment
to
or you can tweet any
whatever.
of those down there.
Follow the Twitters.
You were going to say twatters.
The twatters. Follow the twatters.
But
Especially
follow
that
the-
boy Lathan.
follow the Twatter and the Twitters.
So yeah, any comments or suggestions you guys want
Feedback?
to see in our future
Feedback?
videos, especially feedback on like maybe ideas of how we can improve our
What you'd
our
like
podcast,
to see,
what you'd like
think
to
would
see.
make
The
it
the
better.
best way for you guys to do that is either leave it in the comments or honestly either tweet at that boy Lathan, JC_37, or BS Sports
Sport,
Nerds.
Yeah, one of those top.
One of those three will be
Yeah,
your,
one of those three.
will be your
I'd say
best bet.
top 3 beers.
I'm always on Twitter, so I'll probably reply to you. So
in
Same.
minutes, seconds, maybe.
yeah, probably. Unless I'm at work, but
I'm usually in a dark room crying myself to sleep. So yeah,
I think it's a good note to end the podcast on.
yeah.
All right, bye.
See you next
We're
week.
gonna go
All right,
get him
guys.
some help.
See you next.